Hello, hello, what is up, Edge Link? Oh, wait, hold on. No, I was prepping up this stuff and I totally forgot to actually set up the camera. Funny. Hello, hello, what is up, Edge Link? It's your boy, the Edge Master with the Boy Swag, former PK and residential Edge Lord, Gren Shatori. Hey, I'm back with the live 2D model today. Woo! What is up, everybody? But, we're gonna be continuing streaming some more of the Maverick Monotype tournament. This is week 3 because we did weeks 1 and 2 last time. Let's see how much we can go tonight. If we're lucky, maybe we can go through all of it. I doubt it though, but let's see. We'll probably maybe have one more part. We'll see. It kind of just depends how I'm feeling. I did start a little bit, just slightly bit later than I said I was going to, but can't help that. Can't help that. So yeah, but yeah. I don't know who's in the. I don't know if there's anybody in here, but whoever's in here is in here, and we're gonna start. So basically, what this is please so all these videos are coming off of Kaiser Axel's page. If you see right here, Kaiser Axel. Type that in. Kaiser Axel. All right. Make sure you type this in. He's the person who's been uploading the videos. He's also one of our main hosts. I'm supposed to upload my video recordings that I did of this because we're both commentating on these. Unless it's our own matches and we're not commenting. We're not both commenting on it or like at the same time. But yeah, so please visit Kaiser Axel's channel. He's also a Twitch streamer as well. Help him get to affiliate as well. So it's exactly the same, twitch.tv/Kaiser Axel. You can check him out there. He is also, which I should also be doing, which I don't know if I will yet. I might just do it the same way I'm doing this one. But we are also in the middle of doing our draft tournament, our Maverick Draft League. So look forward to that as well. You can see all the videos already ahead of time if you want by going into Kaiser Axel's channel. Just don't forget to subscribe to him. And yeah, that's basically it. So I'll have these as vlogs uploaded onto my YouTube channel, and then I'll make a thumbnail eventually for those so that they at least look cooler. I mean, to click on. But without further ado, so yeah, like I said, the way this works, this is pre-recorded already. You're gonna hear our commentary as we go over these things. So if it sounds like I'm talking, I'm probably not the one talking. It's probably my past self that's talking in the video. So yeah, just get used to those. And yeah, so let's start off. In this week, as it will be explained in the video, this is our week 3, and it is between our poison type user and our fairy type user. So hopefully you guys enjoy this week and whatever weeks we go through today, and yeah, have fun watching.
What's up?
I may pause the stream to say something like as a secondary commentary for myself, like to tell you guys about stuff, but we'll see. Yeah, so it'll just happen. It'll just happen.
Everybody, is Kaiser Axel and Glen Shiratori. Let's go. I finally got it right. But we just had an exciting battle between Glen and Giant. Be sure to check that out. It's gonna be in the playlist. But we have our next battle, our second battle of week 3, sorry, where we have Noah representing the poison types versus Nino representing the fairies. Type advantage goes directly to Noah.
Ooh, I like his team already too when you think about it. Look, that's the toxicity that I wish he wrote about.
The toxicity is actually, it's an interesting pick. I think for sure Noah has a very threatening team, especially with that Iron Moth and the Gengar.
Oh, so just to reiterate, Tenebrous Choir is Noah, and Nijino or Nihino, however you want to pronounce it, is our friend Nino. So just a quick one too. This monotype tournament, this Maverick tournaments that we're doing is basically me and a bunch of my IRL friends that are doing this together because we wanted to do something Pokemon related, and this is one of the things we wanted to do. We also wanted to see where the power standings were, and when we get to the last part, the last week, you'll see where the power standings are. Or you'll see where the standings are, and if you've been watching the matches closely, like after this one and like the ones that we watch later, you'll probably guess who the top half of the bracket is. Another thing to note is so this tournament is also kind of like a gym leader placing system for our region, which we have temporarily called, at least by one of the players, Mavericka or Mavericka, because we have Maverick in our name and whatever. So basically, first place is our 8th gym leader, and then last place is our first gym leader, kind of thing. So it's basically our own region, and like, yeah. So this is going to determine our placements. I don't think we have like a Elite Four thing going on. I think there was one way we're going to try and figure that out, but I mean, if anybody wants to challenge, let me know. Let Kaiser Axel know in the comments below, or in my comments below, if you're watching this on my channel, that do you guys want to challenge our league? That's all it is. But yeah, not sure how we're gonna do that yet, but yeah, just let us know in the comments down below. Either on mine's or Kaiser Axel's stream. Okay.
And
the Clodsire. The Clodsire is
Clodsire is
definitely a Pokemon that needs a lot more love.
Clodsire just wants to be the bestest boy. What are you gonna deny him that?
Definitely not.
Definitely not.
Definitely
yeah.
not.
But those are definitely going to be some Pokemon that Nino will have to check out. Looking at Nino's side, I see that there are 3 Steel Fairy types, which are actually really good against Noah because those those super effective stab poisons will not be affecting half of his team, so that's nice. There's also the Galarian Weezing. I think Nino brought that just in case Noah might set up the Toxic Spikes.
Senpai! Hello, welcome to the stream. Yeah, this is this is the Maverick attorney.
Yeah, because it would stop.
If you haven't already, subscribe to Kaiser Axel's page
help out
on YouTube.
for sure.
He has all the other
And
videos
plus,
that
it
are already
boosts his
uploaded.
fairy
So
type moves, although I don't think Nino will be using fairy types. Fairy type moves, that is. But Nino looks like he's running more of the slower composition, so we'll see what's actually gonna happen. Looking at leads.
hope you're doing good, Senpai.
For Noah, we might see that Glimora or even the Clodsire coming out. Both are definitely gonna be like the high picks, and then. Looking at Nino.
No worries. At least you can watch our
maybe-
battles on the side or in the background.
That
if
Scream Tail
anything.
is definitely. It's just looking into your soul, but
It is.
yeah. For Nino's side, I'm looking at that Klefki as well as that
Thank you.
Pansy as possible leads. But you know what? Let's just see what happens, and here we go.
All right.
All right. So definitely there's the Clodsire and the Diancie. I called it.
Ooh. Okay. I was actually expecting a prankster lead here with the Klefki, and if maybe Noah brought his Toxtricity, maybe prepare for a possible Thunder Wave.
Waterfall coming in from the Clodsire, but that Galarian Weezing easily eats it. It has the eject button. Oh! And out
it
into the
does not say
Klefki.
anything about neutralizing gas or a misty terrain, so it is running Levitate.
Which is very odd, considering if there is... Ooh, that's damage right there. Actually, I think that Galarian Weezing was actually better to just stay in, but I guess that eject button just put Nino in a bad position. Switches out, and in comes the Scream Tail. It gets the special defense boost. That's actually very interesting. And bulk up? Oh, he's trying to go for some bulky set. I see.
Let's see. Alright.
Okay, Clodsire going for Toxic Spikes. Another bulk up coming in from Scream Tail. That Waterfall doing nothing. If I were Noah, I would actually just switch out right here because Clodsire's not doing too much offensively. But he is running a very weird.
Baton
thing.
pass.
Oh, you
Ooh.
dirty baton passer. And in comes Magarna, takes it almost like a champ. Luckily, that times 2 defense is really helping out. Earthquake coming in again.
Ooh, the
Oh
Clodsire
my
does not have
god.
to- Well, hold up a second.
Hold up a second. How's that?
This man, but
I
passing.
I
again.
think Glenn, hear me out. I think that Magarna, I think it had a lagging tail. That's why it was slower,
Oh, that's
even
why it
at
was
+2
slower?
speed. Yes.
Oh.
But in comes.
Okay.
Oh,
Ooh, that faked out. That was a lot
Ooh,
of damage.
that was a lot of damage, and the flinch. Terra Steel, though, very interesting. Ooh, Gigaton Hammer secures the KO on this Clodsire. Oh my gosh! +3 attack, +2 defense, +2 speed. This thing is just looking very terrifying. Out comes the Iron Moth. It takes the spike
Special
damage
attack.
and the special attack boost from its
Would it
booster
still be
engine.
faster than a ×2 speed?
No, I believe Tinkaton has a base 80, 90 something speed. But the protect coming out and the flamethrower into it. Oh, bop. I think this thing just outspeeds everything on Noah's team now. I think if I were Noah, I'd probably want to go into that Petron as it is the most tanky of them all. Maybe a Terra could help him out very much. I'm not sure which Terra he'd want to use though. Toxicity coming in.
Are we possibly seeing like a 6-0 sweep here with just the Tinkaton? Oh my
But it would be
goodness.
the very first 6-0 sweep that we've seen yet. The
That's
Toxicity going for the Snarl into the Protect, and it just gets bopped by a Gigaton Hammer once again. I think. Oh. Okay, that's right. You can't use Gigaton Hammer twice in a row. That's why Nino's running to Protect. That way he can reset the Gigaton Hammer.
Dirty.
That is
dirty.
so nasty, Nino. You dirty player, you. In comes Protect. Yeah, and I think this is just a good.
He's doing this again. He's doing this again.
This is just a Gigaton sweep.
Oh.
Gengar coming in. Sashes are broken, if anything. Noah should go for.
Sad day. Gengar does not have levitate anymore.
I know, right?
Pokemon Company, why you gotta do Gengar dirty like that? Why you don't give him Levitate? Why you gotta take away his Levitate? Give him back Levitate. Give him back Levitate.
In the good old days, when it lost its Levitate back in the last generation, correct?
Gen 8, I think. Yeah, I think Gen 8 it lost it.
Yeah, that was sad. Thunderbolt into Protect, and in comes another Gigaton Hammer.
Gigaton Hammer. Alright, what was the truth? Is this Petron gonna take one hit from the Gigaton Hammer? Oh, wait,
I think it might be able to take one. Who knows? But knockoff. Oh,
the knockoff. Okay, moment of truth.
That Gigaton Hammer is coming out for sure. It's going to be stab upon stab. Terra flying, interesting, into the Gigaton Hammer, and
that was
God.
Wow, that was so sweet.
That was the first 6-0 sweep we've seen of this tournament. Oh my gosh, baton passing. Oh, Nino, you dirty, dirty person. You using your baton passing. But
I mean,
oh my.
I mean, you guys thought a bit, progressing. I guess it's. I mean, to be fair though, it does feel a bit dirty, against someone that doesn't have as much experience as you guys.
Yeah, but I feel like you played very well. Aside from using baton pass, you made some excellent switches. The Galarian Weezing, gotta say, Levitate.
Absolutely.
I thought you possibly would have gone for maybe like the Misty Terrain. That way you could absorb the toxic spikes as well as like say no to all those other hazards.
Yeah, I did actually think about that, and I tried it out, but ultimately, so that Clodsire, this guy, he gave it to, because that's one of the ones that I thought I was gonna see, and I ran with that. Even if I had ran Misty Terrain, that Earthquake would have destroyed me.
Yeah, the Earthquake definitely would, especially since you would have had 4 Pokemon weak against that Earthquake. 5, sorry, because you had the DNC. Gotta ask, was that Magearna lagging tail? Because even at +2 speed, it was still slower.
Yes, it was. That's the whole setup for it. I mean, I'm probably giving away my stuff for that, but it's fine. Because I need it to be, safe switching.
And then obviously you have to Protect there. That way you can reset the Gigaton Hammer. Very smart play by you. Noah, how are you feeling?
I got fucked.
I'm sorry. I still love you.
Nope, they don't. You liar.
But definitely, Noah, you had some very nice Pokemon.
Absolutely.
I think some switches would have been better. I did like my favorite pick that you had on your team was that Iron Moth, because it does apply so much pressure. Unfortunately, it wasn't out at the right time. That definitely could have helped you out a whole lot faster. Toxicity, I like the Toxicity picked as well. I just think it's such a cool fucking Pokemon.
Your quad sire, was it not running? I'm assuming it wasn't running unaware because that flinch fake out did a lot of damage.
It did. Oh yeah, the
Oh.
unaware would have helped you.
Yeah.
Because what unaware does, it completely ignores all of the opponent's stat boosts
That boosts.
Mm.
for both offensive and defensive pressure.
Yeah.
That was the wrong one. How fun.
What was it? Was it
so, like,
poison point? Maybe.
No, it was water absorb.
Oh,
Oh.
unfortunate.
Yeah. But me, like I said, like I messaged you, Noah.
Very, very unfortunate that it had to be unaware and not. I mean, it was not unaware and it was water absorb. I guess you forgot to change it in showdown, if any. Would have helped. Would have helped.
Said you. Oh, maybe I might not even need to now because what is that? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, like 4 of the ones that I fucking made like T4 kind of thing.
Oh, but god damn, Nino, you dirty passer.
I mean,
God.
so I'm gonna be honest. When I saw that Gengar, I was expecting it to have haze, and that would have screwed me.
Yeah, that definitely would have, but at the +2
It
speed
does
that you
get to
were at.
protect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
If
plus
you want to type, so that's something too. Like, I mean, again, maybe I'm just being facetious, but after a while, I was expecting to be like, okay, I get you now. You're gonna protect next. I'm just gonna switch out, kind of thing. But then again, the speed boost, right?
Yeah, you were at +2 speed, which outspeeds everything. But it was quite an interesting match overall. Definitely was not expecting it to go like that. I was thinking Noah might KO at least 1 or 2 of your mons, at the very least. But unfortunately, your baton pass set. I did like the Scream Tail was very interesting. I did like that.
Yeah.
It's nice and bulky.
Yeah.
I have to thank Johnny for that. Because first, like before this whole first thing started, he was, talking about some mods too. Because I was still trying to figure out. And then yeah, I came to realize that thing is bulky as hell.
It is bulky, and it gets axes to become even bulkier. But
Mhm.
Noah, you're currently down 0-3. What do you think you can do better for your next match? Because your next
Not
match,
be a poison type.
And-
You really like it's
you have some great Pokemon to go with. Because yeah, I feel like you definitely have some stars that can shine. It's just that you haven't utilized their full potential. But also like Nino's been prepping for yours and my match the most just because we had the type advantage. He definitely wanted to try to get that win. The baton pass is what really messed you up. But Noah, I thought it was still you still had some great picks. You're still learning on how to do all this competitive stuff, but we are still looking forward to seeing great things from you, and we are still looking forward to seeing good things from you.
I love you.
But Nino, next
You're a
week
liar.
you'll be going up against Giant. Fairy versus Rock. Do you have any words for your opponent?
In the Rocky world. No, I'm kidding.
The Rock's World. Okay. And
The
Noah.
anti off.
Yeah,
Oh, absolutely.
we might see a DNC off
Absolutely.
if anything. But Noah, what do you have to say to your next opponent?
3 win here.
Stop it.
Well, I'll certainly try to get that win, but I don't think it's gonna be free.
Oh shit, is that cool?
It's gonna be me.
Oh, yeah, it's a free
Yeah.
win.
Sorry.
It's a free win.
I'm
It's a
sorry.
free win. That's it. It's free.
We'll work on things. We can, go back and forth with some ideas because I know everybody else does too. Especially because we finished our battle now. So
Yeah, so now you can start planning for our match, and Noah, I do hope to see some brilliant things coming
I
out
will
for our
be
next match.
fair though. I won't tell you what Mons if he does tell me. Just that's obviously the fair thing.
Yeah.
But at least allow him to tell what. I mean, you can go back and watch like our battle and see me get clapped. But
Yeah.
That's so much work.
Alrighty. Anyways, gamers, we'll see you next time. Stay tuned for the rest of Week 3 matches, and hopefully we'll see some shakeups. Until then, see you later, gamers.
Lola, I got you first, man.
Bye.
Yep. So that was the battle between our fairy type user and our poison type user. Next up is our water type trainer and our rock type trainer, who was just mentioned in the last video. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. The water type trainer is me because I chose water types. I love water type Pokemon. They're kind of like tied for first place with dragon type Pokemon, but I still love me water Pokemon. That's why I'm a water starter supremacist. I will always start with water types. Well, Gen 6 is kind of iffy on that one because technically I started off with Chespin, but I got Squirtle. And I wanted to play with the free Torchic that you got with the download codes. I wanted to have, like, the whole fire, water, grass core thing. That's why I did that, but that's the only reason why I didn't start off with Froakie. Yeah, that's the only reason. Otherwise, I could have gone Froakie, then get the Charmander, get the Bulbasaur, and then get the Torchic.
Can you open this?
Sorry for the interruption, Mama Edge Lord walked into the room. But yeah. So yeah, that is me, the water type trainer, and we're up against the rock type trainer. I mean, when you think about it, I should technically have the advantage here. But let's watch and find out what happens.
What's up, everybody? It's Kaiser Axel bringing you another match in our Maverick Monotype tournament. Today we have a match between Glenn and Giant, rock versus water. Since Glenn is participating, we will have a guest star, Nino. Hello.
Hello, I'm back again.
He's back.
I am honored.
He will pretty much be my co-host whenever Glenn is playing a match or whenever I have somebody available. So, but for now we have Nino. Nino,
I'll try my best.
yeah, dude,
Good.
you have the energy. I love that energy. Nino, what are your thoughts of this match?
Well, I mean, just from the outset, right, you can see that obviously Glenn has a bit of a type advantage, but I like that Diancie. I hope that he brings that when he fights against me. That Glamora, I always hate that Glamora because, I'm a fairy. That Garnacle, though, we've talked about that a lot. If it's how, we kind of discussed about, that could definitely be a problem.
That definitely could be a problem. Garganacl is known to have that move Salt Cure, which does more damage against water and steel types. I definitely have to look out for that when I do challenge Giant.
Absolutely.
But looking at their teams, it looks like Giant is going fully offensive while Glenn has a little bit of bulk, so we'll see what could possibly happen when we're looking at the leads. I'm seeing that Politoed hands off. It's either going to be the Politoed or it's going to be that Quagsire coming out for Glenn.
Absolutely.
Yes, either to set up the rain or to set up the rocks. For Giant's team, maybe he might want to start fast and hard, so he might bring out that Lycanroc. It could be Choice Banded, like we saw in the other match.
Our rock is always good.
Or he might even bring in the Glamoras, but we'll see what happens. So let's hop into this battle. Ugh.
Gotcha. Your leg. Let's see. Oh, the Palafin comes out.
Glenn starts off with Palafin and versus Diancie. Okay, so this is looking like a good... This is a good matchup right now because this Diancie should be slower, I believe, than the Palafin because its ability has not activated yet.
Yep. Oh, and the flip turn right away. I personally like to use my Diancie well for setups. Let's see how Giant's gonna use it.
Surprisingly, it took the flip turn very well, but in comes the rain, just like we wanted.
Oh, Trick Room!
Trick Room! Yes! The Trick Room is going to hinder that Barraskewda and that Ludicolo. This is actually some tech. Giant is proving to be the dark horse. Oh, man.
I mean, again, I would like to have seen some Hazard first, but hey, that Trick Room, we did talk about that Trick Room too. I love it. I love it a lot.
I think.
Yeah, so honestly speaking, I was not expecting the Trick Room for sure. Like, I was not expecting it at all. Because, like, Rock of Sages, our friend Giant, he, over the course of, like, this is technically his very first competitive anything for Pokemon, right? Like, this tournament. So, like, this is his week 3. This is his 3rd battle in total for competitive Pokemon battling. And the guy is learning. he is learning a lot. If you check out our drafts later, our Maverick Draft League videos in Axel's channel, you can definitely see the improvement. Well, most of the time.
I think something else that could possibly surprise us if Giant decides to have this weather war.
Absolutely. Could we see a sandstorm maybe?
Yes, because if he does
And
do
the
a weather war,
Guardian apple.
oh,
But maybe that might have been the bet.
that is
Leftovers.
that was definitely a
cover.
bad move. But I think even with the recover and the I think
Fairy?
this should do at least. Okay. Oh wow, it lived it. Oh, he did whirlpool this time. I think if Glenn had gone for the weather ball again, he probably could have picked up the KO.
He probably could have.
But
It would
now
have been better as water, but there's a salt cure.
there's Salt Cure and there's the
Oh, maybe?
Yep,
Oh,
see,
no.
there it is, and there is the death. But that Salt Cure's still gonna linger as long as this Polytoad is in. And unfortunately for Giant, he's burning his Trick Room turns. Hopefully that Diancie did have the Room Extender ability.
Oh, the Glamora is kind of a bit fat.
And if anyone gets the reference to the name my Polytoad has, good on you. Good on you. I'll give you guys a hint. Wait, what's a good hint? Never mind. I can't think of a good hint.
Fast on that fast, unless he dropped that speed. But let's see how this goes. Did he stay with the toxic debris though is another question.
Yes, if it is Toxic Debris, it will not trigger off this Polytoad, as Polytoads are known to have more of the special moveset, and of course,
Absolutely.
it needs that
Well,
physical hit.
Yeah, well, I feel like he would though, because he is not much steals. Could have brang your boy again, but
True. But if I were Glenn, I would have switched out just so I can get
Reflect?
get rid of that Salt Cure. Actually, this
I want to
is...
let the light.
yeah, I think a light screen would have been better, just because water type moves are more specially offensive rather than physically. But I mean, we'll see what Giant has in store for us. Maybe he was fearing maybe like some sort of ground type move or something. Who knows?
Absolutely. I feel like maybe at this point though, if the Glamora gets knocked, he should maybe just stick to going out with like Lycanroc or that Hisuian Arcanine. Because I'm thinking maybe he might try and start the Trick Room again.
That is very true.
Although I feel like maybe the Trick Room was really just meant for that Garganacl. Honestly, there's the Spike still.
Spikes versus Giga Drain. Giga Drain not gonna do too much damage. Luckily, Glamora is kind of specially tanky, so
Yes.
that's working out for it. I do think if that, like you said, that Lycanroc does come in, I believe it can just. I think it. Knowing how Giant plays, I think it might be Choice Banded. But in comes the Arcanine. There's no Intimidate, so that should mean this is a Rocket. I think the obvious play right here is that the Arcanine goes for a Wild Charge, in which case, Glenn's best opportunity would be to switch into that Quagsire. Glenn is smart. He has the Quagsire for the... Yeah, and there's the Quagsire.
And that's that Wild Charge.
A total
Absolutely.
read. Let's
beautiful.
go. Get it. And there's the Leech Seed damage. Quagsire returns back up to full HP even after taking some spike damage.
Glamora's back out as you expect. Oh, that Surf though.
The Surf.
Not looking too great.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Giant burned his Terra too early. Too late. Honestly, I think he probably should have just not Terra the Garganacl. I think he was hoping he could possibly do some crazy shenanigans like he did in his previous match, but unfortunately, it took way too much before it Terra'd.
So you're gonna see this. You're gonna see that. Let's see. It is priority.
And then, no, I don't think we'll be seeing a priority move since it is already faster.
Trailblaze.
Trailblaze.
Nice hit though.
That is
But
fun.
it's kind of.
It lived. It
Wow.
lived. Then again, Quagsire isn't that specially offensive. It's more on the
Like
tanky side.
Lycanroc's defenses isn't that great either. So
That's surprising. But it looks like this Lycanroc is
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, the Trailblaze really, really did surprise me in this match. I was like, whoa!
going to be at +2 speed no matter what, even if the Ludi does come in.
which it did. I mean, I kind of did feel that. Oh, I mean, there's a bit of damage there. But it's the lead seeder.
No, it was Rocky
The
Helmet.
Rocky Helmet.
This is a Rocky Helmet, Ludicolo. What is this set? What is Glenn
I
cooking?
gotta say though, I feel like Glenn has like the perfect reaction.
Oh, so like, okay, so this is the first time I've ever entered like some kind of Pokemon competition with these guys. Same goes for Nino. So like the new ones here are like me, Nino, me, Nijino, Tenebris Choir, and Rocco Sages. Us four were new to joining them in Pokemon competitive battling. Because before they used to do it at the community college we attended before, and I wasn't there like most of the time, like to hang out with them because of like how my schedule works. So I was never able to participate. So like this is my first tournament with them, and I'm more of a doubles player, just for everybody's like information. So like yeah, so you know they're always wondering like how I'm playing, like how I'll be as a singles battler, and I ask myself that question too because I'm a doubles player and like single battles like aren't my thing, but I can see the charm in them. Sometimes they're a little bit annoying though with some stuff. So I'm looking at you, Galarian Corsola.
Exposure? Maybe not at this point, but you know that'd be funny, right? Fake out,
Fake
though.
out. Okay.
Yeah, I see
Get
you.
some
I
residual
see
damage,
you.
breaking any sturdies. That's actually really important if this does have sturdy. But I believe that Ludicolo should be faster than the Alolan Golem, so it could possibly KO. Unfortunately, like, I want to bring this up again, but that Terra that he blew so too, what's the word? Too recklessly.
Gets you too early, what?
Yeah, it was too reckless because his Garganacl was already low. He should have saved his Terra for something else. But, I don't know, this might act... From looking at this, this could be a 6-0, maybe even 5-0.
Oh, that Giga Drain.
That's Giga Drain.
Gold Switch.
What's coming?
It was at the end, so at least something's coming in, you know. At least not gonna get cracked.
I want to say maybe the Arcanine comes in.
All I gotta say is that Glenn is reading, like we said earlier, Glenn is reading this very well.
He is. Oh, it's the Ansi that comes in. Possibly gonna set up another Trick Room, but I don't think that's going to help Glenn out. Help Giant out ultimately. Meteor Beam. Hello.
It has the power earned, though.
Oh my god, it KO'd. Oh god,
Well,
that's actually really good.
Oh, I mean, hey, that was.
Okay, that power herb scared the living shit out of me, honestly, because like I saw the meteor beam, and then I was like, oh, it's gonna have to wait for a turn to charge, right? And then all of a sudden, power herb, and I was like, oh, I could live it, right? No, not enough defenses, and I think I was still kind of low enough, so I think I might have been in range to lose to it anyways.
I don't normally run, I mean, because I normally don't run my Deontay as offensive, but I can see it all.
Oh, Zero T Hero,
Zero
Palafin. This isn't gonna be good for Giant.
I think this might spell the end, honestly.
Yeah, because once it goes into its hero form, that Palafin will have increased stats.
Yes!
Oh, it lived. Moonblast coming out.
But it's...
No.
Oh, and the Leech Seed got it down. Oh, this is not
I think Giant can take this out if he does bring in that Arcanine, and here it is.
He does.
So it might be Choice Band. Hopefully it's Choice Scarf,
Although I
maybe?
feel like Glenn might read the switch out.
We'll see what happens. I think actually any type of attack, even like a rock,
Doesn't
a
it
head
have-
smash, it does get access to a head
it?
smash, so it could do stuff.
What? Oh, Dream
Oh,
Punch!
and Palafin will just clean up because I don't think that Alolan Golem will be able to do anything. Arcanine going down. So it looks like this might be a GG, clean 5-0 for Glenn. Gotta say, Terra Fighting, that's actually really interesting on the Palafin. But it does make sense because Palafin, like we stated, does get those increased stats as soon as it goes into its Paladin mode. And Terra Fighting just increases its Drain Punch, which means more HP going back to it.
If I remember correctly, I think I also put a punching glove on it to raise itself. Is there a punching glove or Mystic Water? But I'm pretty sure I put punching glove on it.
These were some interesting plays, definitely. Let's just hit the replay button, that way we can go through it again. But, let's see where our players are right now. Are they back in call? No, they are still deafened. The Yancy Trick Room was actually really nice. I did like that.
It was very good. Although, at least for me, I feel like because he did bring the Hisuian Arcanine and the Lycanroc, which is faster, it would have benefited more if he just stuck with some slower mons.
That is very true. Actually, I actually like the Lycanroc. I feel like maybe he could have done a little bit more offensive pressure. You know, like the Trailblaze was nice, but unfortunately,
It was absolutely.
it wasn't enough. I don't know if that was banded or scarf damage, but having that Lycanroc was actually really I thought it was fine in my opinion, just in case
I
the
mean,
trick
I
room
do
does
like
go
the
down.
Lycan Rock, absolutely. I mean, you also want to have it, but I feel like maybe, again, this is my bias again, because, you know, Fairy, DNC, but maybe it could have had, like, a light screen as well, seeing it so much in these special, I mean, obviously, you know, the Paladin at the end, but there's a lot of, you know, special attacks going off, and maybe set up the trick room and then a light screen would have been nice.
Yeah, that is very true. I think the Alolan Golem probably could have taken some hits if it's Assault Vested, because as we saw, it didn't really go down until that Paladin mode came out.
I wonder what that Garganac, I mean, it had leftovers, didn't it? I
It had
believe?
leftovers. I think Giant was trying
Maybe
to go
AV
for
would
a
have been
bulky
nice.
set, but he recklessly
Although
blew
it's the
his
AV.
Terra. No, it's not
Yeah, and
AV
although
because it
I meant,
had
like, if it
recover.
would have been, yeah, I know that's why I feel like that's the only thing it wouldn't have had to recover.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know, that bulk though would have been nice, especially for all those, again, going back to special attacks, right, coming back out.
Oh yeah. I think if Giant had played a Weather Ward against him, because for those of you unaware, if you're a Rock type, when there's Sandstorm out, you get an increased boost to your special defense of 1.5. But
That would have been nice.
that
I mean,
would-
just
that would have helped
imagine,
him
right,
out
the
so
trick
much.
room with the sandstorm.
yeah, because looking at looking at Glenn's team, his physical offensive pressure would only come from the Palafin and the Barraskewda. Everything else would be more of the special side.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but let's see if our players will join us. Hello, players. Why are you not joining us?
Come back!
Come back, you best.
So I was actually recording my side of the game during this battle, because like that was gonna be my perspective if I ever uploaded it onto my channel. But yeah, so that's why it's taking a while for us to come back, because I was still doing my like little wrap up on my side.
Bastards. Glenn!
Hello?
Come back!
Hey, there you guys are. Gotta
Hello.
say, good job on the match. It was very interesting. We're breaking it down for you guys over again.
Oh, nice.
Gotta say, Glenn, love the Palafin. It's so
Yes, I
odd.
finally get to bring it into a match.
Yes, it's
Hey, and it was, well, sorry, good?
it was. No, go ahead, Nina, go.
It was well played, man. Like we were saying, it was that, and I mean, not to say like anything, but I feel like that was like, what are you? That was awesome, bro. Like that was well read, well
Yeah.
played, good team. I mean, again, nothing against you. Look, so Jai, for us, like what I was saying, I loved that trick room, bro. I loved it. That was.
Yeah, the trick room surprised me too.
The trick room was the trick room was a nice thing, although I feel like maybe you could have had more presence with it. Maybe if you brought in the instead of the, maybe you could have brought in the Alolan Golem. Maybe that could have helped you out while you were in trick room. The Terra though on your Garganackle, I feel like that was too reckless, and maybe you probably should have held on to that for one of your other mons because Garganackle was already low.
At the very, I feel like maybe instead of fairy water would have been a better, you know, better fit. But I, you know, I'm going again. Like there was that leech seed though too, right? So
Yeah, the leech
you
seed
know,
was
it's
there
just
too.
it's all, you know, this is all speculation and this is all just from our brains. But
Yeah, but we were excited to see the trick room because
I loved it.
Because I would
So-
probably like I wouldn't even think that about using the the DNC trick room. I was kind of hoping that you'd probably bring like Tyranitar or something like that. That way you can get the Weather War going. Because you do know about the boost that Rock types get when Sandstorm is happening, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So if you had done that, it could have been a Weather War, and then because you get that special defense boost, Rock types are naturally physically bulky. You can live more hits, and then that could get you in a better position. But
Okay.
Trailblaze on the
That
that was not something we were expecting. That and the Rocky Helmet Ludicolo.
Glenn Master, again, like nothing against Al, but like, well read, my guy.
That was
Oh,
From
man.
start to finish.
that was amazing.
the Rocky helmet was I was kind of 50-50 on it when I was first building the team because I was like, I'm gonna make this one tanky, but do I want it annoying tanky or like? I mean, maybe that's wrong. Do I want it offensive tanky or do I want it sustainy tanky? Then I was like, you know what? I have leftovers on the other mod. Let me try put on a Rocky helmet, see how this one goes. And they get a kill off of it, so that was something.
Yeah, I got it. So we're happy about that. We love seeing stuff like that. It was very entertaining. God damn it.
Very much so.
But thank you guys for this awesome match. Anything you guys want to say to each other?
Yeah, you did pull off like some surprising picks, like they said earlier, the trick room, the Antsy. I saw that and I was like, man, I gotta find a way to wait this out because I think like more than half my roster would be like going second here.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then like and then the Trailblaze on the Lichen Rock. I was thinking I was almost expecting some kind of Excel Rock thing or something,
I
but
said
not the Trailblaze. I was like, oh damn, the Trailblaze came in. I was like, oh my god.
Yes. Giant, was there anything that you weren't expecting Glenn to like bring to this match after seeing what happened?
Honestly, when I saw he didn't have Urshifu, I was like, what? Why didn't you bring Urshifu? Because that would have I felt that would have done me in for all my Sturdymon, but then I saw the Quagsire and the Ludicolo, like, what are these guys doing here?
Perfect.
And then I see why they're here. They're water's own bulky guys. And
Yes. Of course, Glenn naturally brought that Quagsire for that electric immunity because there are some of your rock types, Alolan Golem and Arcanine, who do have access to that electric attack,
And we
which
did
will
see the
hurt.
boat switch, right?
Yep.
And then I kind of was also expecting an Iron Thorns to come in just in case as well. So, yeah.
That's some ideas for Giant for next time. I don't know if I feel like we did touch on it, but I really wanted to see like Iron Boulders.
But-
I kind of wanted to see an explosion too, honestly.
Me too. I was like, but then at that point, already it was like down 3, but I was like, it'd be, kind of
Yeah.
funny.
Would he? Maybe if I stay in and then try
Nah,
something, and then you ended up
nah.
volt switching. So I was like, oh dang, he volt switched. Dang. Like I was
Yeah.
hoping
When I
to see an explosion.
one of the other ideas I had was to bring in Probopass as a special guy, but I figured, no way he's not gonna last that long of this battle.
I mean, that's a good idea for the future because again, like a lot of your rocks, like physical
Fits-
attacks,
yeah.
right?
Physically
I
bulky.
know that's one of the downsides to Rock I noticed. I do not have a very large move pool.
I mean, the Glamorra was a good move.
Glamora was a
And-
nice set. Unfortunately, against water types, as we said, water types are more of the specially offensive version, so your Glamora not gonna see much of its toxic debris.
I would
Yeah.
like to see it against me, but at the same time, if you do it, I'm gonna cry and I'm gonna Oko it because I hate that bastard. I'm probably gonna see it next.
But gotta say, guys, thank you for such a great battle, and
Thank
we
you guys,
hope
that
to
was
see
insane.
more in the future. Giant, keep bringing those weird ass sets. We love them, and Glenn, hopefully you continue this run of wins.
Hey, 2-0 now. I mean, on a 2-win streak. I mean,
Yeah, that's something.
Next is our bug type gym leader, so we'll see how that goes.
Yeah,
that'll be interesting too.
that'll be an interesting match for sure. But anyways, stay tuned for week 4 matches next week, and thank you, gamers. We'll see you then. Bye.
I
What's
Okay. This match was one of the most epic matches for this week. You will see. You will see why. You will see why. It was a great freaking match. A really good one. Really good.
What's up, everybody? It's Kaiser Axel, and we have my good friend Nino commentating today because apparently Glenn's having a lot of background noise, but he will be watching as well. Hello, Nino.
Hello, I'm back again. It's the third time, I believe.
The third time
battle?
for week 3. Let's go. But
Absolutely.
in my opinion, before this match even started, just looking at the matchups for this week, I felt like this would be probably the match of the entire week. Just seeing how much, because we've seen both of these people doing some weird things and interesting things. Of course, Zach's just brute forcing it, but Chris has been in the lab, so we'll see what's gonna happen with him.
Yeah, it's gonna be definitely, like how you said, like we was looking forward to this match too, and just we'll just have to see what it is. So, just looking at these two teams. So, how do you feel about this match right now?
That's a tough one, because when I was looking at the matchups, I knew that Zach.
Oh, sorry. I probably should have explained too, because I think this is the first match out of week 3, or this match. I think it was only this match in week 3. So we are running a monotype tournament. Basically, we are using Pokemon that belong to the typing that we chose. You see on from Maverick Monotype, he is our bug type trainer, but he has a Heat Tran on here. So you are allowed to take one mon that does not belong to the type that you chose, but you have to terrestrialize it into the type that you chose. So this Heatran has to be a terrestrial bug when it comes on the field. If it does not, you will be disqualified, as you've seen in the first week match, where I made the mistake because I forgot that my non water type mon died and I accidentally terra one, and well, technically that was a disqualification. So that match ended up as a 3-0, and Axel's score could have been a lot better because of it if that didn't happen. But yeah. Anyways,
Zach for sure would be bringing that gouging fire, which was, of course, because it's a fire type. Hello, you gotta bring it.
Exactly.
Yeah, and unfortunately, no dragon rock type in this generation, just because they couldn't bring all the fossil Pokemon apparently.
Right.
Yeah, but the gouging fire's there. Chris brought an interesting Pokemon. He brought a wild card in the Heatran. I feel like that might help him out against the gouging fire. We'll see what happens with that one though. Looking at possible leads for Chris's side, we might see either that Fortress or that Heatran, maybe even the Cleavor. So we'll see what happens on Chris's side. And then looking in on Zach's side, he's probably just going to try to brute force this with either that gouging fire or even the Salamence, I feel like. But he also did bring that Cyclizar, so he could lead off with that too.
But absolutely, maybe just from the usage that I've seen from it, I feel like that might just be like something of, and then here he goes. But that doesn't matter because we're on commentary right now, so he's gonna have to fucking wait.
He's gonna have to fucking wait because Chris isn't gonna choose his Pokemon until then. But
exactly. So, but yeah, I feel like it's just gonna be maybe just to counter maybe those rocks that he sets with the Cleavor, or the Fortress and stuff like that. But this man is getting really impatient, so maybe we should just get right to it.
Yep, let's just hop right into the battle and let's do this. I feel like this should be an interesting match if Chris plays it correctly, because it all depends on how he plays. If he plays at least one move incorrect, Zach can possibly, will most likely take this. Baxcalibur, that's an interesting one to bring in this matchup, for sure.
Yeah, I was actually... We'll see, though, but I fought against that thing, so, it's gonna be like that. Honestly, though, I feel like Chris might start off with that Rabombi, maybe to get up, some, like a Tailwind or something, see how that goes.
Tailwind, maybe get that more offensive pressure.
And
okay, so there's a Fortress and the Cyclizar.
And there's the
okay, so knowing that it's a Cyclizar in the front, this Cyclizar for sure is going to use its attack. Oh, it uses Temper Flare instead.
Huh. Chris might want to. This thing might just go down real quick if he doesn't get that out of there.
Well, here's the thing: if Zach predicts the switch out, he could go for that Shed Tail, that unique attack that Cyclizar has, which halves his life but puts up a substitute and then switches right out.
Yes, I've seen that. And I know Chatty was trying to work with that, with some ideas. I don't know if we're ever going to see it, but it's a rapid space to get rid of those rocks, definitely.
And get that speed boost. There's the spikes. Right now, I feel like Chris actually should have probably switched out on that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because...
You just gotta keep just going out with those, getting those hazards out of the way.
Yeah.
Chris might that party press gets out.
He gets a kill. Okay. No, but this is also kind of bad.
Okay, honestly speaking, I don't know why he went for the rapid spin for that second time. I guess he didn't want his Pokemon taking residual damage, but I honestly thought that was probably a bad idea for him. He probably should have Temper Flared again just to knock out the Force. Because even if he doesn't, right, the only thing that's not gonna take that Temper Flare, the only thing that will take that Temper Flare is just the Heatran when it comes out because of Flash Fire, right? Yeah. I guess that was a mistake on his part. I kind of forgot it because this was weeks ago or a month or two ago, so yeah.
Because he probably should have just done the damage instead of setting up the spikes.
Yep, and
there's the stealth rocks. And unfortunately,
this thing is faster. He's not gonna have any time to get those hazards out of there.
Nope, and down goes the Fortress. I don't think Chris has another way to get rid of those rocks, which means they are here to stay.
Gonna sit there. Yep, exactly.
For Zach's team, I don't believe that Salamence gets defogged, so the rocks are there to stay for both. So any sashes or sturdies are going to be broken. Kind of surprised Zach didn't bring the Haxorus, to be honest. Yeah. I feel like the Haxorus would have been a great matchup against all these sturdy Pokemon and whatnot. But in comes the Cleavor.
I'm just kind of scared for that because although it is, it can do some good damage. I'm pretty sure. Oh, and it is
It's
faster,
close
but
combat,
it survives the
Mhm.
close combat.
but it goes
And the
down
flash
because of that.
cannon.
I don't think that drop in special defense mattered. I think Archelodon is just good at attacking, and so it just
Yeah.
bopped it. Chris is in a predicament right now.
Absolutely. Oh, I hope that the Rebelska is pretty fast. And maybe like the revival blessing. Maybe get something back. Though I don't. Just saying how this could go right now. I don't know if it's gonna be too well.
Yeah, especially
know,
since the
that's-
reps cut is kind of is slow in general, so I don't think he'll be able to get that revival blessing off. Maybe if he can tank a hit. That really depends on how Chris built it, really.
Absolutely. I was about to say like, oh, maybe he might slash it, but like how you said earlier, those hazards are here to stay. So that's not really gonna matter anymore.
Mm-hmm. I feel like losing that fortress is really going to hurt him a lot. In comes the Slitherwing, gets the attack boost for the photosynthesis. Slitherwing, I believe, has a base 85, so it should tie somewhere. No, it should be fast. I believe it should be faster than the Archelodon. So we'll see what happens. If Chris goes for close combat, he's...
That's exactly what you're about to say, right?
I was about to say that, but you know what outspeeds this thing now? There you go.
Yeah.
And I predicting Zach's going to go for that dual wing beat. I know it for sure. Yeah.
You know this man, and then are we gonna see it though?
We're gonna see it, I'm telling you. We're going to see it.
I believe you. I absolutely do. And
There
there
it
it
is.
is.
See? I mean, why wouldn't you use it against a
and it has Moxie.
Moxie Life Orb? So I feel like this thing can actually do a lot of work, unfortunately for Chris.
Oh no, the Rabombi. It's not gonna be able to take anything that's gonna get dished out right now.
Well, it really depends, because the
switches out.
Rabombi is actually faster than anything on Zach's team right now.
Oh, he might have called that because that hugs now. Damn, Chicky's Guja is a tank.
Yeah, it is a tank. The special defense drop
Oh.
happens. Flash cannon coming out.
Oh, is he
Ooh,
gonna
Rapsco
will he
takes
get it off?
He's got it. He's got to go for that revival blessing. Oh, and
Oh,
it takes the
he's still
flamethrower.
taking- Is he gonna get it?
Yes.
He got it.
Okay, what does he get? This is really important. What is he going to use the revival blessing on? He uses it on critical bomb on the
fortress.
I don't think that was actually one of his best plays. I think he really
I
should have
think-
gotten that Cleavor back, because
Absolutely.
Cleavor.
I think he was good.
Yeah, the Cleavor has those rock attacks which are going to hurt that Baxcalibur, as well as the gouging fire, and then it does close combat, and yeah, I don't think the fortress was the move to go for.
I think he was thinking about maybe a rapid switch to get rid of those hazards. However, he doesn't have the firepower in the back line to continue off of that.
Yeah, luckily it does take this.
And there's no
Surprisingly,
rapid spin,
Zach
though.
didn't go for that flamethrower again.
Yeah, I think they misclicked here. I think if I remember them saying instead of going for the flamethrower, that or he thought he was going to switch out into the trend to absorb the flash fire. Forgot what they said.
Against the fortress, because if he
Yes,
had
that was
done that,
interesting.
those rocks would have stayed.
Yeah. I mean, he's got it down now. Like, he has the Hisuian Guja health down now, but I don't think that Heatran is going to be able to take on the last 4 dragons that Zach has.
I mean, this Heatran has to Terra Bug, so that Salamence is going to clean it up, as well as that, well, the Gouging Fire can't touch it at all, as far as I know. But that Salamence is going to come in, it's just going to do a wing beat, so... honestly, I don't know how this can go, but
Yeah.
I feel
He
like
does get the knock,
it is closer than what I imagined, for sure.
Absolutely. Chris has done some good jobs. He's done some good things, and he's really figuring things out.
In comes the Photosynthesis attack form for the Gouging Fire. It can't go for any fire type moves because this Heatran does have that, but the Stone Edge does fire
Stone
off,
Edge.
and in comes... He gets the Gouging Fire! Okay,
Okay.
okay, so
Oh, that-
even if the Heatran goes down, depending if... I think the Rabombi is going to be the clutch thing here. If that Rabombi is possibly Specs or something, because it outspeeds everything on Zach's field,
Oh no, that Icicle Spear though. I know what it's on that, and
it's got to be loaded dice, if anything.
yeah, absolutely. I've had the
Dirty, dirty, dirty Excalibur with the loaded dice. Telling you, man, that combo, that Pokemon with that item is so broken. So broken. So broken.
honor of being destroyed by that before.
But that means, because it is probably loaded dice, this Rabambi will outspeed both of these Pokemon. Ice Shard
Oh.
coming in, Moonblast fired off, and it KOs.
and
Oh, it's
we're
down to the wire.
wire.
Okay,
What's
it really
gonna
matters.
happen
It
here?
matters. If Chris has enough speed to outspeed Salamence, he wins this game. And he wins! He got the win! Oh my god,
What
he
a
got it.
surprise.
GG, that was such a great battle. Oh
That
man,
was beautiful.
I'm doing an instant replay.
Yeah, really, think about it. Think about it real hard. The bug-type trainer beating the dragon-type trainer. Would you guys ever have imagined that? We all never did. And honestly, Chris was the very first person to give him his first loss this entire tournament so far. And I think his only loss for now.
Maybe the fortress.
Absolutely.
I feel like maybe the fortress kind of paid off, but honestly, not really.
Getting into those hazards.
No, so I misplayed there.
Yeah, no, we saw some stuff.
No, I misplayed. I should
Yeah,
have done skill shot, then I would have outsped his shit.
yeah, we saw some interesting plays from both of you. I honestly thought when you brought in that Cyclozar, you would have just gone for the Shed Tail, to get that, that ability. Unfortunately, not for you. But this game was so close. It could have gone either way.
No,
Hey.
I fucked up. I'm sorry. As much as I'm gonna give it to Chris, I still fucked up.
What
That was on
were
my-
you saying?
that was
Was
on me.
you were saying about the D-Dance, right?
No, I should have scale shot.
On the Salamence?
Yeah, no, I should have scale shot on my
Oh,
back caliber.
on the Excalibur. Yeah, you would have outsped everything else.
Yeah, I realized that as soon as I hit Icicle Spear, so that's on me.
Yeah, I think the didn't the Excalibur also outspeed the Heatran before?
That's why.
I think it did.
Yeah,
That's
so
why I
you could
said-
you could have gotten that.
No. Again, had I done scale shot, I
Yeah,
would have the bug.
yeah. There was some very interesting Pokemon used in this match for sure. I was surprised to see that Excalibur. I thought maybe you would have brought like maybe Dragonite or something like that.
No. Dragonite's not worth it in this match.
I'm surprised you didn't bring your Haxorus.
Yes, we were also talking
Why
about
would-
that because the
Why
Terrafire
would I
Hax
bring Haxorus?
because the Terrafire Haxorus says
No.
goodbye sturdy.
No. That doesn't beat his team.
I mean, if you're
No,
Scarlet,
it
you
doesn't.
can.
It does not beat his team. You can say Haxorus all you want. Haxorus was gonna do nothing.
Okay, then I believe you then.
I made the right call to put heavy duty boots on my fortress.
Yes, that was actually really good because then like you didn't take any damage.
no.
I mean, if you were at a full, if you
I'll
were
be
at
honest
full
with you,
health,
Chris,
it would have mattered
You're-
more.
I'll be honest with you, Chris. The only Pokemon I had any problem with
Yeah.
was literally the Rabombi. Everything else, no.
Yeah,
Hmm.
if Zach
I
had
was
gotten that
not
speed
ready
and
to,
stuff.
honestly, I would have saved the revival blessing for Rabombi. It was not worth. It was not worth bringing back Fortress. Yes, you
I-
got rid of the stealth rocks,
Yeah.
but what did that really do? Because I didn't kill.
Honestly, that saved his Rabombi from taking damage from Stealth Rock and then dying by the ice shards instead of by the Excalibur. So I think Chris actually would have lost that. So him saying that it didn't matter at that point was like, yeah, I don't think so, because the rocks would have mattered, and then he probably would have gotten the kill on the Rabombi, and then he would have won the match. That's what would have happened. Granted, he still didn't go with the skill shot anyways, but yeah, if that Rabombi took that extra damage from the rocks, it would have died to that ice shard from the Excalibur, and he would have taken the game.
It wasn't gonna. Let's put it this way: I wasn't
Yeah.
gonna kill Rabombi with just a ice shard without any boost.
Mm, that
So
is
honestly,
true.
I think I'm gonna be honest with you, Chris.
Yeah.
Yes, you won. I'm gonna give that to you.
we were
but I'm
kind
gonna
of shocked
tell
with
you-
the Fortress pick as well. I thought for sure you'd probably bring in that Cleavor because Cleavor matches up against all these things very nicely.
I did think about that,
Well,
but then I think I got worried about the stealth rock on my end. So
Yeah, that's
Fair enough.
me too.
yeah.
But holy crap, guys! Great battle.
Yeah.
Definitely went
Oh,
down to the
buddy,
wire.
I don't want to play in the tournament anymore.
Oh my god! Don't be like that.
Yeah, no, fuck that.
But the dual wing beat, I did call out like the dual wing beat to Nino. He was like, why those elements and maybe no flamethrower? No, he's just gonna dual wing beat. That's a slither wing. At a -1, Zach is definitely dual beating there. But definitely some great picks. It was a great match. We'd like to thank you guys. Daniel, thank you again for joining us because Glenn unfortunately couldn't, be the co-host of this one. So today,
I don't want to do this anymore.
no, you still have some matches. Don't be like that.
No, I want to give up now.
No, don't do that.
I don't admit loss, Chris.
That was a great match, Zach. Thank you.
No, fuck you. Eat a dick.
But anyways, guys, thank you for joining us and watching. Be sure to tune in next week for.
On a side note, they did a couple of run back games with the exact same teams, and Crystal ended up winning again. I think they only did 2 more playbacks, so Chris ended up winning again, and then Zach ended up winning that second one. But yeah, if it was a 2 out of 3, at that point, I guess Chris won.
For the week 4 matches, and once again, we'll see you again later. Bye, gamers.
Hello.
Bye.
What's up, everybody? It's Kaiser Axel here, bringing you another battle in the Maverick Monotype tournament. Okay, we are going up against my good buddy and rival Jun Ichido, bringing the normal types versus my steel types. I'm doing a solo announcer commentator due to the fact that it's my battle, so I can't hear Glenn. Glenn is being joined by Nino, and we will hop in with them after the battle. But looking.
Yeah, so I was also recording on my side with Nino as my co-host to get our perspective on the battle, because you can't really have the host commentate, like you can't have a commentator commentate his own match while everybody else is there giving their input as well. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Looking at our team, look, I see it. I'm looking at Channing's team. I see that it does Dunsparce, the Zoroark. Greedent is an interesting pick. He has both Ursaring and Ursaluna, which does not break the claws. And then there's the Chinchino. The Chinchino is actually an interesting pick. Same with the Greedent. But I am thinking. Okay, so that's regular Blood Moon. Okay, so against all these Pokemon, for this Blood Moon, for this Ursaluna, I do have my Corviknight. That's gonna help me out a lot, especially since this is the Iron Defense Body Press set. It has a Rocky Helmet, so it'll be able to do a lot of stuffs, which is actually really nice. We have the Goldango, which can probably cripple something on his team. If he does lead with this, we can lead with Klefki, which is actually really nice. Klefki will get a Sandstorm, and then Excadrill can just KO it because if it is Focus Sash. Kind of. Whoa, wait, what? Why did he leave the battle? Hey, yo, he left the battle.
We
I
can't
think
spectate it. We haven't spectated it. We can't find it. It's not.
I think somebody has don't allow spectators.
God. Oh, that was me. That was my bad.
Oh, okay.
Okay, defending again. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I forgot that
apparently
happened.
I clicked on no spectators, so nobody could join us. Okay. But, looking at what's happening, I feel like maybe we might be seeing the Zoroark lead, maybe an Ursaring. I don't think there'll be a Greedent or Chinchino lead, so I feel like Klefki might be our best bet. Nino and Glenn are still doing the commentation on their side, so we just have to wait till they say good luck, have fun, and then we can begin to get swept by Channing. Oh boy. But key Pokemon that I need. I do feel safe with the
I'll just forward it.
Empoleon lead here. He sent out the Dunsparce, which is actually an interesting lead. I feel like we should go for the knockoff here, because no matter what happens, even if this is the Hisuian Zoroark, we'll be able to live. So it's either the Dunsparce or the Zoroark. So we'll go for knockoff here. He goes Nasty Plot. That's definitely the Zoroark. We go knockoff, critical hit sash. I knew it. And then he's probably going to go for some weird things. Probably a focus blast, if anything. It's gotta be a focus blast, or it's a flamethrower. Either way, I cannot go out safely. I somehow knew this would be a Zoroark right off the bat. We'll go for the Stealth Rocks. I feel like Stealth Rocks. Okay, so we did that nicely. We go for Stealth Rocks, leftovers. That's gonna give us some great advantage. We're gonna go with Flip Turn, because now that his Zoroark can't really do much, if he does have the Focus Blast, we won't live that, but we will have the switch advantage. We have the Stealth Rocks, Flamethrower coming in again. We go for Flip Turn, manage to KO on the Zoroark. I'm not going to let him kill my Penguin. I'm kind of disappointed he did not bring in the Infernape, because he was telling me, oh, Axel, you gotta bring the Empoleon, and I'll bring the Infernape. I'm kind of sad that he didn't bring out my Corviknight. Corviknight can pretty much hardwall everything here. Not a special attacker, not a special attacker as far as I know. Physical attacker, physical attacker too. Probably a Violet here. I have absolutely no idea what this thing does. I'm just gonna go for an Iron Defense. Just start setting up on this thing. Ah, that's interesting. His body press did nothing to me. Yeah, take that Rocky Helm. Take that Rocky Helm. And now watch a real body press, my dude. Watch this real body press. Oh, he's resto. But I mean, we did 47. We're guaranteed a 3-hit KO here. If anything. Oh, or just a critical. This Corviknight is looking prime to sweep. In comes the Ursaring. I do believe we might be fast.
Yeah, not gonna lie. I think allowing Axel to pick up Corviknight no matter what game, whether if it's the mono steel type or the mono tourney where he picks steel, or if you give it to him in draft, I think it's a very dangerous thing to give him Corviknight. I think it's a very dangerous.
Faster than it if it's just in a Violite. But we'll go for body press here. I'm really not fearing this Ursaring whatsoever. It is an interesting pick that he has an Ursaring and the regular Ursaring. Okay, so even a Fire Punch does nothing because +6 and it's super effective. Channing. Channing. You're making my video be very short. Even after editing, oh my gosh. But this Corviknight definitely putting in work. I mean, look at that defense stat, 1232. That's... oh boy, there's the Genshin. What can Genshin do? I don't think it can do much to me. We're just gonna go for body press because I'm really not fearing it. It goes for tidy up, raises attack and speed, but bop. Ursaluna comes in. I think we just KO'd the Ursaluna. I think it could possibly... no, we're at +6. It has to get a crit in order to kill us. But the Corviknight is definitely putting in so much work right now. He's Terra fighting. That's actually interesting. Not Ghost, but we do a good, decent chunk. He still does nothing to this thing. And the Rocky Helmet, he gets the burn. And I think we just finish off. Okay, so he's going to get the burn here.
I think you should have
So now we just go
protected
body
first
press,
here and then
'cause
went
why would
get
we
the
switch
burn
into
proc.
anything else?
Oh well.
Oh my gosh. I was not expecting a lot of these Pokemon. I was expecting the Zoroark and one of the Ursalunas, but I wasn't expecting it to be like this. But holy god damn, that was actually something. I was predicting this would be the Zoroark in the lead, so I wanted to maybe lead Klefki. If it was the Zoroark, I could just get the Sandstorm off with Klefki and then Earthquake with Excadrill. But it turned out that even at a +2, I could still live. I knew it would be Focus Sash because Specs wouldn't be doing enough. Channing does his calculations like I do. But my Empoleon tanked that so surprisingly. And we got the advantage here. And then The Greedent, I think he was doing what I was doing, but Corviknight is just a freaking beast when it comes to this set. I think if he had a Terra Ghost, that actually would have helped him, because that would completely wall this Corviknight set. Luckily though, he did not have Terra Ghost, and Corviknight just proceeded to do body press work. This Greedent, unfortunately, it just died due to the critical hit, ignoring its defenses. Oh my god. And then, like, Ursaring coming in, and yeah, I just proceeded to...
But before we go any further, this is just to let everybody else know that's watching this right now. Junichiro is a very he's a very min-max player for a lot of things, especially when it comes to Pokemon. And he also has this, like, what's the word I'm looking for? He also has this thing where he likes to test his builds during live stuff, from what I hear and from what I'm witnessing. So like he'll have the theories down. He likes to theory craft, and he does practice it on Showdown himself or with other people. Like, because we were allowing other gym trainers to spar, basically. So yeah, so he likes to do a lot of like theory crafting stuff. So I don't know. I don't remember if we were able to get a commentary with him, because he chooses to decline a lot of our interviews or our post game interviews. So yeah, that's just what he is. Like, other than this, like, the guy can actually, like, he's a good player. Like, just that he likes to theory craft a lot. That's at least from what I'm hearing and also experiencing. Like I said, this is my first time in a tournament with them, so their previous tournaments were just like this, and he was more to, and surprisingly, he picked normal type for his type. I from what I hear, he's usually like the fire type trainer. So this is definitely different. Yeah.
To sweep, and let's go join the others in the call now.
I got a little bit of
Hello.
replay from our little
Hello,
exhibition,
Axel.
though.
Look back,
Hello.
and
Oh my god.
congratulations on the win. You know,
Congratulations on the win. Another
So
6-0
what?
sweep.
Yeah.
This,
So we're I'm watching the replay right now on my side. That Corviknight, I mean, obviously starting off with Napoleon got the first knock, and then that Corviknight he lets you get that defense up, and it was just all downhill from there.
It was all downhill. When reviewing the team, the things that I was really looking out for Channing's Pokemon was definitely bringing in that Meloetta, just because Pirouette form is super effective against me and it hits really hard. I was expecting one of the two Ursalunas and then the Hisuian Zoroark, because Zoroark is known to be very tricky and it can get Focus Blast or Flamethrower depending on which one.
And he did.
Yes, but so he did bring two of the Pokemon that I was expecting. I was not expecting to see that Cinccino, the Dunsparce, or even the Greedent. But I did do some calcs. I was in the lab. My Empoleon could take a Specs Flamethrower or a Specs Focus Blast from a Zoroark, but the fact that it did Nasty Plot showed to me that it was it had to be a Focus Sash. So even I planned for that as well. I was actually thinking maybe we'll have Empoleon or Klefki be the lead, because if he does have that Zoroark, yes, because my Klefki has Sandstorm, so if Sandstorm breaks it, he hits me, and then I just bring in my Excadrill with the Sand Rush and outspeed everything else on his team.
Giving me PTSD.
The Greedent was an interesting pick for sure. Unfortunately though, this Corviknight is just too tanky. After I got up the +6 in my defense, it just had 1232 in defense.
Oh my god.
And it was not going down. You saw how much that super effective Ursaluna Fire Punch did.
Yeah, and the thing too is, like, as we was watching it, you know, I was talking to Glenn, and it looked like all the mods that he brought were all physical attackers. So once that defense went up, I was like, ooh.
Yeah, I feel like once that Zoroark went down, his shots of winning this match just went down with it.
Yeah.
I'm also a little bit surprised he didn't actually go for the Protect first to get the burn proc before he attacked your Corviknight as well.
Did it have Protect on it?
It did use afterwards.
It
used it at the end, which was just like how we were saying, like, it was just like maybe like a last-ditch effort to prolong, but yeah, at that point...
I think maybe he was hoping he'd be able to do some extra damage, but in the end, that +6 Corviknight, man.
Yeah, that was just the downfall. I mean, I feel like also like I don't know how you think about this, but I feel like that starting off with the Zoro arc, getting that nasty plot, and if it was anything other than your Empoleon, maybe you might have at least gotten one. I'm not too sure. I don't know, the stats or the EVs of the Mons.
I mean, on the off
chance.
chance that Empoleon did go down, once I break that sash, there is the King Gambit, which can just knock
Absolutely.
it out.
So that probably was the next play, but
Chat, I was nervous going into this battle just because knowing Channing, and how we've battled in the past, it was just a little nerve-wracking, especially when I was team building, but
Yeah, from what I hear, usually when these two go up against each other to battle, it's like they're playing 5D chess or something.
I'm happy I got to clinch the win, although I am kind of disappointed because he told me he'd bring the Infernape.
I thought it was gonna be there too.
He disappointed me.
I hope he believes me when I told him the Pokemon that I'm bringing, because I'm bringing at least 2 of the ones he mentioned. So.
But yeah, I wasn't expecting it to go just like this. I was expecting maybe if he had a Terra Ghost on any of them, this Corviknight set fails.
Yeah, but I mean, you did have, my other nightmare in the back over there, that Goldango. I mean, yeah, you knew his gills, but then as well, but
Yeah.
a little bit faster. Because a lot of them, they did look at the Dunsparce or Saluna or Spring, all those kind of slow on the slow side.
Yeah. Surprisingly, my Corviknight managed to outspeed. So I'm happy about that. Oh, boy.
Alrighty, as we all know, we won't be getting an interview from Chan because he likes to, play the mysterious man.
Or we could just tell him that we're done, and then he gets in, and then we talk. But this ending part will still stay in the video. To everyone who tuned into this match, we'd like to thank you very much. Don't forget to check out that playlist that has the rest of the matches, and we'll see you next time, gamers. Bye.
Bye.
What's up, gamers? It's Kaiser Axel bringing.
Okay, so starting from here is week 4. Week 3 just finished, as you saw. I don't remember what the stats are at that point. Sorry. I don't remember what the stats were at that point, but this is now the beginning of week 4. First up is our Poisons type trainer versus our Steel type trainer Axel. So once again, I think this is gonna be a recording from his perspective. So you're not gonna be hearing my side of the commentator portion, because like I said, I haven't really I don't even remember if I recorded this battle myself, honestly. But anyways, this is their battle, and enjoy.
You hear another battle in the Maverick Monotype tournament. Gotta say, this is a very interesting battle. You'll see why when we get into that. But excuse my mannerisms. I forgot to introduce my co-host for today. We don't have Glenn, but we do have the great Nino. Nino, say hello.
Yeah, okay, so I actually was not in this, because now that I think about it, this is a replay. This wasn't recorded live, so yeah, I think I wasn't here during that time. I might have been streaming at this time, but I'm not entirely sure.
Hello, there's nothing great about me, but no, definitely, this was, I feel like, the battle of the week.
Yes, a lot of people weren't predicting this would not be the battle of the week, but after we watched it, after we played it, oh my god, I can honestly say I am mind blown at what happened here. Of course, we have my team, the Steel types, versus Noah, the Poison types, and
I mean, right off the bat, we know, like, obviously he ain't using no poison moves against you.
yeah, he
ain't doing
obviously
nothing.
can't use his stab poison type against me, but he was in the training center with Nino.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just felt so bad about last week, what I did to him, basically Gigaton hammering him in the corner. So I needed to help the guy. I felt obliged to, and it gave me a chance to kind of, take a step back and figure some things out that maybe I should have really applied when we battled Axel. I still wish I could have gave you a better battle.
No,
I'm
I still
sorry.
enjoyed our battle. It was great. And I forgot, did Chris say he wanted to join us?
Oh, he's muted right now.
Oh,
He's hangry.
That's
No.
I'm here.
Oh, hello. Hello, Chris. Sorry, I totally forgot if you said you wanted to join us or not. Because, I just hyped up this whole intro.
No, dude, I don't blame you. This was like the battle of the week.
Oh yeah,
No joke.
definitely.
Yeah.
Hey viewers, you guys are in for a treat, honestly, because as you know, well, maybe not as you know, but we consider, Axel our resident Pokemon master, one of the greats. And Noah is, kind of new to this. Obviously, I'm new to the scene too, but I like to stay in the lab a lot.
Yeah, you practice a lot more too. But definitely, this was a great battle. Looking at my team composition, I brought the Iron Crowns. Why did I bring Iron Crown? Cause Stab Psychic, obviously. I brought the Corviknight, Empoleon, Excadrill, Klefki, and the Metagross. Corviknight can pretty much take any hit from like a bandage one here, or even like a one here that's Sneasler. Yeah. We have Iron Crown, which can pretty much like KO a bunch of his poison Pokemon with Psychic, Empoleon, because I haven't played much of Empoleon this season, so I wanted to play Empoleon. We got Excadrill for that Stab Earthquake, Klefki for support.
He says that, but this is week 4, and I'm pretty sure if anything, he's at least brought it to 3 matches. Maybe he meant he hasn't actually used it in battle, but he brought it in my match, he brought it in the last match, and he brought it in this match. Which I don't know if he actually used it this match, so that's probably why he's referring to it that way, but yeah.
And Metagross. Just cuz.
Just cuz.
Just cuz.
Can't go wrong with Metagross.
Definitely can't go wrong with Metagross. Looking at Noah.
Because it is also Psychic type, and also I think Metagross is also one of Tenebris Squire's favorite Pokemon as well, so it's kind of like getting him where it hurts, I guess.
Team, we see the Petron, the Okidogi, the Iron Moth, the Toxtricity. God, I always mess up its
It's a
name.
mouthful.
Because I want to say toxic, but it's not toxic, it's Toxtricity.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's the
there you
amped
go.
form. And then we see the Sneasler and the Graphite Eye. Definitely gotta say, I was predicting at least 4 of these mons, that being the Petron, the Okidogi, the Iron Moth, and the Sneasler. Was not predicting the Graphite Eye or this Toxtricity.
I mean, hey man, like I said in a couple videos ago, it's all about them prankster sometimes.
It's all about them prankster Pokemon. Those definitely have the ability to turn the tide. Gentlemen, what are your thoughts of this battle? Or before heading into battle?
Well, I mean, I can't really say too much because, again, like how we touched on base, I did actually kind of give Noah a decent amount of help with this. I knew what was, what he was bringing off the get-go. I really don't want to, like mention this because, like, at the end of the day, Noah's the one piloting this team. But I'm pretty sure, like, how you can maybe see, or at least Axel would know, like, you can see my fingerprints a little bit all over this team, starting with that Graphite Eye.
Most definitely.
I wanted to give you a good battle first, like, I couldn't do it myself, but I feel like, let's maybe awaken the beast a little bit.
Yeah. And awaken the beast we shall. Let's go into this battle, guys. Okay, so in comes the Graphite Eye. I start with the Corviknight because I think Corviknight is such a great lead against any of his Pokemon, except against that Toxtricity. And
that's what it was actually planned for, honestly.
Yeah. So he goes for the parting
Is
shot,
that parting shot?
gets that that pivotal thing. But so do I. I get that U-turn, so now I'm in control. I go to Excadrill. Why? Because why not?
Because why not?
Why not? Go for the safe
You mess
Earthquake,
Sneasler?
but in comes the Sneasler, and it's safe. Sneasler going to fire off a close combat, but my Corviknight eats it, and he goes,
It says no.
yum. Try again. Toxtricity coming back in. I go for the U-turn, predicting him to switch out, and go right back out to the Excadrill. Graphite Eye coming in. I go for a Terra Psychic Blast. Let's go. But unfortunately, I don't kill the Lemur because it has a Focus Sash.
I gotta say,
then you get it, right?
I like some of Noah's Mon's nicknames right here. Especially this
Yeah,
one.
because he was
Yeah.
expecting me to do a lot more. I switched into the Metagross because I didn't know what the Petron could do to my Excadrill, and Excadrill was one of my key Pokemon to victory, and I didn't know Petron got Foul Play. So damn on
There's
me.
that parting shot, though.
Yeah.
And then this was honestly what we tried to make the ace for everything, which, right there is one.
Yeah.
Iron Crown goes down, Empoleon out, and, obviously you don't want that water. You
Gotta
want
say, that
bat.
Surf did quite a lot of damage to Okidogi, because I know Okidogi has decent health pool. Close combat being fired off by Okidogi into the Corviknight, and take some Rocky Helmet damage, but
You really love that item, don't you, Rocky Helmet?
it's such a great
Good item.
it's a great item to have on such defensive mods.
Here comes that cleft key for that sand, and we know who's coming out. He says
Yep.
hello.
Chill.
Because I expect
he-
this Excadrill to outspeed anything on his team outside of a Sneasel with Unburden.
And then you called that too, like, perfectly. I mean, either way, that Terra Blast would have done
Yeah.
damage, but
After
Yeah.
seeing him Terra into what Terra? The fire.
Fire.
It's like, okay,
Yeah.
what he can't Terra anything else, which means I can just fire off Terra Psychics. I think what he
You see
should have
that,
done is maybe have like a poison dark Pokemon. That way it can, become immune, or even have the Terra Psychic itself and have an air balloon on something that covers his, his weaknesses. Empoleon would have lived if it didn't get this. If the Iron Moth didn't get that. No,
Critical,
if the Iron Moth didn't get that +1. The +1 is what killed Empoleon. Otherwise, Empoleon would have lived and killed this damn bug.
and then this was the key thing here, honestly.
Yeah.
Getting that cleft key back in for that, for that sandstorm, and then there's that earthquake, cleans it up. But I mean, you could see it
Look
from
how
here.
well he did against you.
Yeah, just you can see. I believe he's the only one that's gotten, like, I don't think anybody's gotten off, more than 2
No.
mods off
no.
of you until this point.
No. I mean, even though if you look at the week 1 scores, my score against Glenn is a 3-0. That's because Glenn accidentally terra'd something he wasn't supposed to terra,
No,
which
you
meant
have
a
that.
forfeit. Otherwise, that match possibly could have been a 5 or 6-0 in my favor. But can't change the past. But gotta say, Noah piloted this team very well.
Yeah, I lost
felt
that
like
first match.
It
was
a
horrible.
complete back and forth situation. I feel like maybe I could have applied more pressure if I had, Excadrill out more instead, but I don't know. It just felt like things weren't meshing up at certain points. I felt like the Scorfii was, like, really messing me up. And then the Petron killing my Metagross. Because my Metagross, I spec'd it so that it could live, I think it could live a Life Orb Flamethrower from Iron Moth, I believe. Because it's assault vested, but that foul play just, like,
That
wrecked
foul
me.
play
It's like,
was.
no.
Very foul indeed.
I will say though that psychic though. I mean, obviously because the Quark Drive, but like that, because Petrod is a fairly high defensive mod for both ways. Honestly, I mean
Yeah.
a little bit more of the physical, but still like that was some.
Yeah, I messed
That's a
up
lot
on
of
my
damage.
I messed up on my calculations because for my Iron Crown I was just doing a max HP. I didn't think about doing a max special defense as well, which is why I didn't pick up that kill. But damn. But I felt like this was a great match either way. Klefki obviously being such a great support Pokemon, which allowed me to pick up the 6-0 with my Excadrill.
Now I'm on that. I'm on that Klefki bag. On the wagon.
Wagon.
I know
let's
I can't
go.
English apparently.
Wabbin.
Hey, keep
Well-
it up. It's gonna be your turn to not be able to English.
But definitely Excadrill was the MVP of my side. That Iron Moth for Noah, definitely. And god damn. Yeah, I had to make, like, I had to bring in, I had to kill as much as I could, and then bring in the Empoleon. Hopefully Empoleon could live, but that, I felt like, because that Empoleon was Torrent as well. If it had
So would've been able to get it
if
off.
it didn't get that +1, that Torrent Stab Water Surf would have KO'd this thing. And I would have
Yeah.
won with 3-0. But the +1, and so it's like, okay,
Really
you go
helped it.
down. Yeah, the +1 helped him out, and then that plus, I had to get the sand up, that way Excadrill can outspeed and win me the game.
I mean, that was honestly, because that was the key.
Yeah.
It's-
If you've been looking at the chat, oh my god, let's see,
we were
we have
going crazy.
turn 12, Chris is like, let's fucking go, and then like, oh my god, it was on the crit. It was such a great battle. I gotta
It was,
say,
though.
after seeing this, Noah is definitely someone you cannot trifle with. Maybe a little lacking in the team building composition, but with some help, he can
He's
be
getting
one of the
better.
greats.
He
He's
made me
definitely
so
getting better.
proud. I was literally screaming like I was watching a football game.
Better than the Super Bowl, right?
I mean, my team didn't go to the Super Bowl, so that can, that kind of screw off. But Chargers, let's go Chargers.
Yeah. But definitely, it was a great battle, Nino. Thank you so much for helping him out. Cause I feel like we could see lots of potential in him, but we just haven't
yeah,
seen it within
definitely.
the last matches. And this clearly showed he has the potential. He just needs a little guidance to put him onto the right path.
And again, this is his first tourney for Noah. This is his first Pokemon tourney, and we can only expect him to get better with time. So
Oh,
let's
most
see what else he. Let's see what else
almost
he can do.
almost half of the entire battlers is their first. Because I mean, it is also mine, but
yeah, cause
Again.
it's Glenn's for singles. It's yours overall. It's Giants overall. It's Noah's overall. I've pretty much spearheaded all of our tournaments that we've had in our group. Channing's always like right behind me, Zach, and then Chris. But like, gotta say, the level that we are bringing to each other in this Monotype tournament is superb.
and I just wanna make you guys proud.
Yeah, and you are. I mean, dude, you are third overall in the tournament so far. And Chris, you're fifth. You're not locked out of the top 4 yet. But gotta it.
No, he's gonna kick me out. He's gonna take my spot.
I mean, it
I
could be a possibility.
want to bring my bugs as high as they can go.
And
I'm
I
the
believe
same for
that
my
you can.
fairies.
But thank you, everyone. This was the end of the week 4 matches, and we hope that you enjoyed everything that you've seen so far. We are now halfway through the tournament. We have 3 more weeks left to determine what our placements will be. It looks like some places might be more solidified than others, but definitely nobody's, well, no, 2 people are out of contention for the top 4. But definitely things can be shaken up within these next 3 weeks, so we hope you stay tuned for that. Guys, any closing words before we head out?
I'm gonna bring that pesticide for Chris in our battle. Bye bye, bugs. I do joke around, but when it comes to the actual battles, I wanna give my utmost best, not just for me, but for my opponent, of course.
Definitely.
I am gonna try and do my best to become aggressive as possible this time around.
Yeah.
I know when he
I'm
come
gonna
back
try and
with the warfare in it.
I'm gonna hit fast and hard, so get ready for that.
So for week
Giggity.
4, week 5, sorry, I messed that up. Week 5, we have Axel versus Giant. That's going to be Rock versus Steel. We have Nino versus Chris. Fairy versus Rock. No, Fairy versus Bug, sorry. Oh my god, Chris is not rocking this tournament. That was past tournament.
Okay.
It's Chris versus Nino, Bug versus Fairy. Then we have
Yes.
Zach versus Glenn, Dragon versus Water, and Noah versus Channing, Normal versus Poison. We are finally going to see who is going to be the absolute loser of the entire tournament at during next week's showing. That'll be between Channing and Noah. That is a match I'm most excited to see, even more than anybody else's, gotta say.
I agree. I mean,
I agree as
despite
well.
those two, despite those two at the bottom of the bracket, I think we're all just excited to see who is gonna try and get that top spot instead of staying at the bottom.
Oh yeah,
I mean, and to be fair, like they had their schedule was kind of like
their schedule
bottom
was
heavy.
very, yeah. Also gotta say, like, Zach versus Glenn, this could be very pivotal for Glenn if he wants to really secure that spot in the top 4. If Zach loses, that means, Nino, you're second for now. If Zach loses.
I have faith in Glenn, but we'll just, we'll have to see what happens.
Yeah, definitely got to see. And let's see, the match between you two is definitely going to be an interesting one for sure. This is important for Chris. If he can pull out a win, he can almost secure that spot in the top 4. If not, Chris, you got to hope a lot of things go in your favor, my dude.
Again, I know I joke around and all, but you ain't taking my spot in the top 4.
Oh, Ryder
You're welcome to come and try.
next week.
Good.
Alright, guys.
Love the
If you
energy.
love the energy. If you enjoyed this video and you hate Nino, click that like button, click that subscribe button, comment that you hate Nino. Nino will like every fucking one of those things.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Just don't hate me and then pray that I lose, because it's not are 2 different things. Don't scorn my fairies. You can scorn me all you want.
And
Leave my fairies out of this.
if you know what? Just leave a comment for who you want to win in next week's battles. Just leave a comment. Yeah, that's all you gotta do. You know.
Leave a comment if you want to see Nino win.
Leave a comment if you want to see an awesome battle. Leave a comment if you want to see battles just like this one.
Comment
Yeah,
if you
comment
just
if you
want
wanna
to see.
I'm back.
Yeah,
I got some food.
Damn,
My little brother dropped off some
we're not
food.
gonna get into that.
Lumpia. Vegetable lumpia if you guys
But
are interested.
anyways,
Yes, because
gamers.
I'm a dirty baton passer.
Yeah. But anyways, gamers, thank you so much for joining us. We hope to see you next time, and bye-bye.
Lola.
Uses.
What's up, gamers? It's Kaiser Axel bringing you another battle in the Maverick Monotype tournament. No Glenn today. He is still streaming from the last 2 episodes. But
it's okay because he's watching the replay right now. So even if we did this live, I wouldn't be able to join. And as you can see, my wildcard mon was a Talonflame.
But joining me today, we got Nino once again.
Hello, I'm back. Make sure to hit that like button if you hate me.
Back again, once again, if you hate him, like it. Yes!
Let's
Ah,
be bad guys.
Yeah, let's be bad guys. Be other bad guys. Anyways, we got a match break today for you. We got Chris versus Glenn. Bug versus Water. And, there's something I see I don't like, but I love it. They don't... What do you think I'm talking about?
Is it your little evil idea? I'm assuming. I spy with my little eye something that's really not water.
Yeah,
But of course, that but still, like it's.
that big flopping red bird. Talonflame.
The Pelipper and the Talonflame, they're kind of, not anymore, but at one point they were
Oh,
like
they were
flapping
in
wings
sync.
and sync.
Yeah. I love, like, speaking of trying to be in sync, you know, sometimes when I'm driving and, like, we're at a stoplight and people have their turn signals on, I'm watching very intently to see when do they align. Just like how you'll probably see those two align pretty soon. But anyways, Nino, what are your thoughts on both players' teams?
So, we'll start with Glenn. Yeah, obviously, you see that little wild card in there. I wonder what it's gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure the people that are more, knowledgeable in Pokemon probably know where this is going. We'll leave it up to, I don't want to. I feel like it's a good surprise. Maybe we'll just leave it out there and then we'll get to it. But there's that Pelipper always going with the rain. Obviously, that Walking Wake
Mm-hmm.
is
Definitely playing Rain
something.
here is to Chris's advantage. Not Chris, Glenn's advantage, just because it boosts up those water type attacks. And bugs don't resist water, as far as I know.
Except for that one on the end of Chris's team.
Yeah, the Araquanid. Araquanid is such a great Pokemon. If he brings the rain, which obviously he's going to, that water bubble will increase this water attack, although it will be very resistant against it. Although maybe Chris is pulling out some hidden tag, who knows.
Absolutely.
I see. Chris
yeah.
also brought a wild card in the form of Iron Thorns. I'm not exactly sure what this Pokemon's going to do.
Yeah, honestly, the Iron Thorns really threw me off because I was like, why did he bring it? I mean, sure, he's going to have to tear it to Bug. I don't see why he brought it to this. I mean, yeah, I could have done a lot of damage to some of my Pokemon since they are water types, but of all the mons to bring as a wild card, Iron Thorns was probably not it. At least I would not have. I mean, it's something I definitely didn't expect.
It's funny. You said that in the last video too.
Exactly. But I mean, like, that's Giant. He's naturally a rock, so he gets to have this rock. This isn't a rock Pokemon. This isn't a bug Pokemon. It's a rock electric.
Bug.
It's rock electric. It's electric rock.
It's electric.
But Chris also bringing in that Vikavolt, but probably the best choice you can bring here, obviously. That's stab
Absolutely.
electricity as well as being a menace.
Yep, but I mean, you can see on Glenn's team, that Swampert is definitely an answer to that for
Yeah.
sure.
It's just, look at, like, if you could zoom in on this Swampert right now, you will just see blank, the void of its eyes just being like, send those electric attacks my way. I dare you.
For me, I feel maybe it's more of like it's just kind of looking at it, just licking its lips like,
Yummy.
mine.
More. But definitely we got some interesting teams. Looking at them, I want to say maybe Chris might lead with that Vikavolt or maybe the Iron Thorns, try to start off that pressure. Who knows? For Glenn's side, maybe we'll see the Swampert or even the Pelipper. I think those are very solid leads. Precious is interesting here for sure.
I hate that fish. It's so weird looking.
It's also very ugly, and it's supposed to be our state fish, or based off of our state fish.
Say that, say that 5 times fast.
Oh, you know I can, but I don't know if the viewers can. Viewers, if you can say it 5 times fast, hit that like button. But want to hop in this battle with me?
Oh, you know I do.
All right, let's start. Okay. Chris starting off with the Iron Thorns versus the Pelipper, as I predicted. Let's
And
go.
there's that rain.
And there's the rain. Quark Drive activate on the attack boost. U-turn coming in against that, but does nothing. Swampert coming in. Thunder Punch completely
Nice.
read by Glenn. Smackdown. Oh. Glenn coming out
Walking
here with
wake
the-
out.
Oh.
And then, there's that hurricane.
I did not know this thing learned Hurricane. I should probably do some research on Pokemon. Hint, hint, hint.
Then with the switch into the Swampert, called that one too.
He called it easily. If memory serves, I believe the Vikavolt also gets Energy Ball. I'll have to double check on that one.
Absolutely,
but,
it does.
It does? Oh, damn, I didn't
It
know
does.
that. But Glenn's just doing complete reads, and he's just outplaying Chris all throughout this whole thing. Sucker Punch coming in, doing quite a decent bit. But that Hurricane. Chris, you gotta think of something, otherwise this Hurricane team is just gonna eat you. Giga Drain coming out
you
from the Yanmega, gets a speed
Does
boost, and he switches right out. Hurricane coming in
But
from...
it's just hurricane all day. Reminds me of my battle. Liquidation. This one is hurricane.
Oh.
Hurricane.
Luckily,
It
the
is that energy
Vikavolt
ball.
ate that Hurricane, and Energy coming out. I think he was trying to
That's
predict
cool.
that Swampert to come in, but Glenn's like, nah.
And make it back out. It's getting it down, but yep. Flamethrower takes it out as well.
Walking Wake is such a cool Pokemon. It's one of the very few water Pokemon that get Flamethrower.
Yeah, definitely.
And
And Chris is down to his last one. That Heracross knocks out
Trailblaze.
Pelipper.
Getting that speed boost, that's important. Facade
Oh,
coming
and
out.
here we are.
And unfortunately, that Talonflame Hurricane is just gonna eat up that bug, unfortunately.
Yeah, the Talonflame was Axel's idea. I was gonna go a different Pokemon. I don't remember which Pokemon I was gonna go, but it was also gonna do the same thing with Hurricane. And then he's like, you know what else could give you priority? What? Talonflame, because of Gale Wings, and you'll be at full HP. I'm like, you're right. So I gotta give the props to Axel on this one for suggesting the Talonflame. It was pretty funny, but I mean, it got the last kill.
Tail Wings, Priority Hurricane. You are one evil person for giving him that idea.
Look, man, I don't think he needed it, as we clearly saw.
Because he had Hurricane on almost every single one.
Hurricane or even like Flamethrower, but definitely some great picks from Glenn. Chris was struggling all throughout this battle from the looks of it, even in the replay. But still, Hurricane on Walking. I did not know it got that.
That's crazy. Like, I mean, yeah, I just feel that, like, it was just some, some misreads, or, maybe just a bit of pressure coming down, because, like, how we just saw, like, Glenn was reading that all day.
Yeah, could have potentially been maybe like a hype train. So he was so hyped that he beat Channing and he beat Zach in week 2 and week 3, and he's like,
gonna beat me.
yeah, he's like, I'm gonna beat Glenn easy. And then he came into this match, and then he just, after like one plan was failing, maybe he was getting a little frustrated or something like that. We'll check in with him in a bit for an interview after the replay. But this Walking Wake definitely doing works for Glenn this week, and gotta say, love it. Love the design. It's terrifying. I never want to see one in real life, because I will literally shit my pants if I did.
Yep. I mean, this thing definitely did work in this battle, but for me, all I can ever think of is the Terror Raid battles for it, and ugh.
I mean, the Terror Raid battles weren't that bad. I'm also I'm also wondering for some of Chris's plays, like, why didn't he Terra? Maybe he didn't have a defensive Terra against water. I think that would have helped him a lot.
Well, because he brought the Iron Thorns, right?
Oh, right, he brought Iron Thorns, and then it just went pop. That's right. I'm still big.
I mean, I feel like he could have like honestly instead of that maybe like he could have thought like Galvantula maybe.
Galvantula would have been a great pick. It's like if you know that Glenn's gonna bring that rain, you want to bring that Galvantula. That Thunder's gonna hit super effective, and I know for sure Galvantula gets Energy Ball. See, I know some stuffs.
Way more than me, that's for sure.
Yeah, but damn. I feel like maybe.
Remember that comment. If you ever watch our other videos in the Draft League, remember that comment about Galvantula and Energy Ball. Just remember it.
Chris could have tried to do a little bit better on the reading. Hopefully, he'll, we'll see that next week. But let's check in with Chris. Chris, are you here?
Yeah, hi.
Hi, buddy.
Don't worry about it. It happens to the best of us.
God, I was so bitter after that battle.
No, I can completely understand. You probably came into this match all hyped up, and you're like, I beat Channing, I beat Zach. In previous Maverick tournaments, they were like top, and now I beat both of them with
It's
bugs.
my time.
It's my time.
I let hubris get the better of me. I should have just kept telling myself, yeah, I literally got lucky on the matches between Zach and Channing.
I wouldn't
honestly.
say that. Like,
Yeah, I mean, you did a run back against Zach, and you completely still decimated him. In fact, your score was better in the run back, which is not official, by the way. And against Channing, I felt like you just completely outplayed him. But over here, you were just being the one outplayed.
And outplayed me. And that's the worst part. I kept thinking to myself was, those were easy reads I could have easily adjusted to, but I made the same mistake I normally do when it comes to gaming or when it comes to battling. I end up tending to rush and not think about my next move immediately. And yeah, I should just taken the time to step back and say, okay, hold on a minute. He brought that out, and even before that, I should have considered the Swampert already. That should have been like in my head already, but
I mean, definitely
Yeah.
Going against Glenn, he knows he has a full immunity for one typing, which is electric, so he's always going to bring that ground. Over here, Chris, if you're watching right now, I felt like you should have just gone for an energy ball, because we saw you display it later on. Because looking at his team, it's water, which means that it's either going to take neutral or it's going to take super effective. If you had done that, you probably would have been in a better position, and that would have may almost secure you the win, maybe. Who knows?
absolutely, considering it's that water ground typing too, that energy ball would have.
Yeah, that energy
think,
ball would have
that's some nice
decimated the
things.
Swampert, even if it was assault vested.
I think after like just mulling it over for a bit, I think the most thing I was like trying to worry about was outspeeding Glenn, especially his Pelipper. I wasn't counting the Talonflame, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
Well,
Let's also be honest. If he had brought his Swifts from Pokemon, there's no way you're outspeeding them, even with the choice.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I think the better thing for you going up against Glenn would be try to hunker down, stall out the rain, and then fire back. That would have been your best options.
That's like going back to what I was thinking too. So what kind of made you decide on bringing that Iron Sword into it? Because like how we were saying earlier, like Galvantula would have been pretty good, and like Sticky Webs, right? Which
Yeah.
you're trying to go for speed,
Speed control.
trying to speed, yeah.
okay, so Galvantula, I felt wouldn't have survived enough time to do Sticky Webs, even if I were to focus sash him, maybe have him out for like a turn or two. I wouldn't know, especially if he had a rapid spin set up as well. I wasn't sure.
I mean that is true because he could have brought that Tentacruel, but I mean it's starting it off with that focus sash. That's at least guaranteed.
You're
one time
guaranteed.
it'll go
Yeah,
off.
you're guaranteed it.
Yeah,
And plus,
that's-
even
yeah.
if you don't go for the Sticky Webs, you still threaten out whatever Pokemon he sends out with that Thunder.
Yeah.
Because
I decided
Galvantula
to go
gets
with,
Compound Eyes, which increases its
yeah.
accuracy for moves. So Thunder, I believe, raises up to maybe, I think it's like 95, 97%.
Actually, Thunder does not miss in the rain.
No, I mean like if
Yeah,
you
it
didn't
doesn't.
send out
Oh, if it wasn't
Pelipper.
rain, yeah.
Yeah. If a rain wasn't there, I believe it's like a 95, 97, which is still good compared to I think 90.
1.3. Yeah.
What I should have done though was make Mons to take advantage of his range setup to begin with, but I
Absolutely.
didn't.
Just like that Thunder, for sure. And I'm sorry. I'm actually looking at it right now too. Infestation would have been fine. I mean, just like not in the sense of time, but you stay here and you get zapped.
Yeah,
So
but yeah,
yeah,
I mean
I-
a lot
I-
of
I
a lot of
kinda
water
regret-
Pokemon can get that that new flip turn of attack, so they can
That is true to get out of
escape
that.
infestation.
I kind of regret bringing the Iron Thorns because
Sorry, I actually got like a bit off topic just going into this. So yeah, like what did make you kind of just decide to bring that?
I think I was bouncing off the idea with I think you saw it earlier with my low kicks, the item I was holding, the eject button. So I wanted to make a mod that used the Dragon Tail, which you saw earlier, to force another switch out of his other mods. Unfortunately, it swapped out to Walking Wake, which did not play in good favor with me anyway, so I don't think it was a good strategy on my part to do that.
I mean, like, it's definitely good, but if you're gonna do, like, any sort of forceful removal like that, you want to make sure that you have those hazards up, and you were
Yeah.
not playing any hazards,
I was
unfortunately.
not running at hazards, yeah. So that was an issue on my end. I felt like at the end after this battle, I was thinking about it. I probably should have brought something like maybe a grass type instead to tear the bug, or maybe I should have brought my Slitherwing instead and just tear my Vikavolt for the electric stab and all that. But
Yeah, definitely. That definitely would have helped you out a whole lot more than this Iron Thorns.
I gotta have more faith in my bugs, if anything.
Yeah, have faith in the Pokemon that you have. Like if you absolutely cannot win with just those bugs, you have to bring that wild card in. Cause then if you can just outplay your opponent with the types that you have, then you can do defensive typings. You can go more offensive rather than just being fill type. For that wild card.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Also,
hopefully.
sorry, it wasn't my low kicks. It was my Araquanid that had the eject button.
Ah. And gotta ask, was that Araquanid water absorb?
It should have been, I believe. I don't remember.
I like that. I like that a lot. But this Walking Wake was just a freaking
It
menace.
wrecked me. But
freaking
what truly did wreck me was first few turns, him reading it and switching out to Swampert, and then I just fell for it twice in a row.
And I'm guessing you felt super flustered after that, and it just
I was
spiraled
absolutely
downhill.
bitter. I was absolutely so bitter, but I'm over it now. I'm learning from it.
Yeah,
So.
it's a live and learn process. But Chris, gotta say, even after this week 4 match, you are still not out of contention for the top 4 spot. But it's just a very small window that you have.
Yeah.
I mean, no, he's gonna beat me, and then he's going to move on to greater things.
I'm
greater things
just gonna
being
make
me
sh-
in week 6.
I'm just gonna not make the same mistake and just take a step back after a move and just like, okay, hold on. What do I do now? Basically, just take a moment to think about it instead of rushing through.
Yeah. Remember, this is our tournament. We're not gonna rush you. If you need to say you have to use the restroom or whatnot, just say that. We'll pause this video and whatnot.
And
But-
then I'll press the timer. No, I'm kidding.
No, that would be Zach.
Yeah, he would do that.
But dude, don't worry about it. We have complete faith in you. I gotta say though, I still have you up for contention as the dark horse of the tournament. Reason
Absolutely.
being, you have defeated people who have been predicted to be higher in ranking. Higher than you, in fact. Not on your power level or lower. Higher than you. You beat Zach. You beat Channing. I believe the
Giant,
I believe the
wasn't cocky.
prediction. Yeah, well, nobody predicted Giant would win, and so
Yeah,
he beat
that's-
you. And then I guess you and Glenn are on the same power level, so I think you can beat people of higher levels, but you can't beat people of your level or lower.
Yeah.
Which still puts
Yeah.
you as a dark horse because guess what? In the next 2 weeks, you will be challenging some very
Alright.
tough people.
Yeah, you had some
Both
tough
of yours
matchups.
truly.
Yeah, week 5 will be Nino, and week 6 will be me, and we are definitely up there. So Nino, gotta say I'm kind of scared after hearing my prediction of Chris.
I mean, in all honesty, like I know, like we're just poking fun and stuff like that, but I have never, just thought like, this is gonna be an easy match. There's no way. I know what these bugs can do. They can be some scary things. They can wreck my face.
Yeah, and if they don't wreck your face, they're gonna shoot their goo at you.
But overall, I'm looking forward to it, Chris. Like again, joking aside, that whole like, oh, you're gonna sweep me thing. I'm looking forward to a good battle, and one that we can, give these great viewers, a good watch.
Eventually,
And
when
they
the
can hate
videos
me
go up.
and press the like button.
Press the like button if you hate Nino.
Yay!
Also press
I
that
will
like
say,
button
though-
if you want Chris to win the battle against Nino for next week.
Ooh, me, I'm gonna press the like button.
Yes. Chris, any words for your opponent?
I will definitely do my best against Nino, and I think another thing I need to also just not be afraid of is I've always had an issue with the hard switching, but I just need to get over it and just try to hard switch into something that was feasible like, in that moment. Just not worry about it too much. Just
Definitely. Knowing when to switch is an effective part of being a Pokemon battler. And we have great things in store. Well, we expect great things from you, Chris. Not just in this tournament, but in our future tournaments. And just for funs overall. But, Chris, thank you for joining us for the post-game interview. We thank you very much. So sad that you couldn't pull out a win or even make it a close match. But, lesson learned. You're gonna bounce back. We believe in you, buddy. And, yeah. Looking forward to great things from you. Thank you.
thank you.
All
I will
right.
do my best.
Alright, gamers, to anybody who enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that follow button, click that bell icon. No, wait, no, I messed that up. Oh my gosh. Click on that subscribe button, hit that like button, and comment something like, I don't know, I hate Nino. Yes. For every comment that says I hate Nino, Nino will personally go and like that comment.
Yes, you will.
Yo.
Yes. But thank you again, and we'll see you next time, gamers. Bye.
Lola.
Bye-bye.
What's up, gamers?
Okay, so I think this is battle 3 of 4 now for this week. As you can see, it is our fairy type user versus our rock type user. I don't know what to say for this match. I kind of forgot what happened in this match. But enjoy. Enjoy.
It's Kaiser Axel here, bringing you another battle in the Maverick Monotype tournament. Joining me today, we got Nino.
Hello there again. This is gonna be a weird one considering that this is my battle.
Yes, it is your battle. As you all can probably predict, I wasn't able to record any of them live for reasons. How's with my boyfriend? But anyways,
Acceptable.
yeah,
Always acceptable.
it's always acceptable. It's for the power of love.
Exactly.
Yes, but today we have Nino. He's gonna be giving us some thought analysis of his plays during his battle against Giant. It's Fairy versus Rock, Diancie versus Diancie. Who has the better one? I don't fucking know. Just kidding. I fucking know. But I'm not gonna tell you. Nino knows too. Glenn is.
Do I really?
Of course you do. Glenn is not here today because he is streaming because I need to pump out these videos and I don't want to bother him during his stream. So we will hop right into this battle. Nino, gotta say, I love how your team is built. Why? Because I see.
I think he recorded all these replay videos in like the same night. I think so, and I was streaming for quite a while. So
Some precious steel babies. You know me, I love the steel babies.
And as much as they can hurt me, I love them too.
Definitely. So what was your thought process when you were coming into this game? Gotta know.
So I was just mainly looking out for like what he could possibly obvious is obvious what he could do, and I felt like what would really benefit him because we were telling him about it is getting up that sand. Obviously I see that Tyranitar, which I kind of figured he'd bring, set that sand right away. The whole Diancie thing, so I will say this right now because this is after the fact, before anybody, like how Axel got confused at first and was like, "You're a jerk." I had asked him many times before before we even got to this battle, do you want to have a Diancie off? Do you want to have a Diancie off? Hey, let's start with the Diancie. So right before the battle, I asked Giant, do you really want to do a Diancie off? And he said no.
I still think you were a jerk. You should
I
have
mean,
used your DNC to kill his DNC.
I mean, we'll get to that, and I'll let you know like exactly what I was thinking. You know, the possible things that could have happened.
Definitely, but looking at your team, there's a Hatterene, there's a Magirna. Why is Magirna's sprite so tiny compared to everything else? Then
Just more-
there's Iron Valiant, there's Diancie, there's Tinkaton, and there's an Amarysterian form. Gotta say, lots of pink, but that's fairies.
Hey,
Hey, I'm not dissing.
pink is
I'm
no,
not
you know,
dissing.
real men wear pink.
True.
Yeah, I wear pink on Wednesdays. Just letting you guys know. Wednesdays we wear pink. If you guys know the reference, good on you.
True, but I like the composition of your team. It looks like it's got like so much offensive pressure. Oh my god, words are escaping from my mouth and not in the order of which I want them to. Yeah,
Hey,
but I see
I mean,
lots
that
of
was
threats
right.
on your side.
Yeah. And then
Definitely.
I got so like sorry like yeah.
No,
I mean,
go.
Yeah, so like and then like going to Giants team again. Like, I mean, I figured again at Gamora because poison. I hate poison.
As a
It
fairy
hurt.
user, you would, yes.
Other than that, I mean, I didn't really like. I kind of thought like he would maybe bring like a Garganackle because even though like he doesn't really understand that thing is evil,
That thing
even
is,
if you're not steel or water.
it is very evil.
I'm not thinking the Bastiodon, but I mean, I'm just thinking of like things
All
that
of the
would
past
go
mods that
against
he
my
brought.
typing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely on Giant's team, he's got some interesting stuff. We see the Lycanroc, I believe that is the Dusk form. That is not the Dusk form, that is
That
the
is not.
Dawn form.
Like, that's why he didn't. Okay.
I think he
We'll
meant.
get to that again, too.
I think he meant midday here.
Look,
That
look,
makes so much sense.
he probably brought the Dawn form because of that sand. He's probably the Sand Rush, if anything. We see the Glimora, as you said. Glimora is
Yeah.
great for setting up some spikes, toxic spikes, as well as just being an overall menace to your fairies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Next, we see the Diancie, hoping to get the Diancie off, which, as you stated already, did not happen.
It's not my fault. Don't hate me, viewers. I'm not evil.
Sad face. If you hate me, you'll hit that like button.
Now you're gonna get all views already. Then it's fine though. Anything from my guy.
Yeah, and then we see the T-Tar for the sand, obviously, and then we see mini electric T-Tar Iron Thorns. Very interesting mod here. I don't know what exactly it can do. And then we see the Hisuian Avalog again. This is definitely an interesting pick of Giants. I have no idea other than the sand. But let's hop right into the battle, Neo.
Absolutely.
All right. What were you thinking of leading with?
So again, like beforehand, I had honestly really kind of planned a bit of a strategy around starting off as the Diancie off. But then when he said that he didn't want to, I was like, you know what? Okay, then. So I actually was. I'll be honest. I actually kind of didn't know at that point. I was like, ooh, what can I do? And then
And
I
then
figured, you know what?
we get this.
we get this exactly. And then he sends it out. I'm like, okay, all right.
You could have
And
had the
then that
Diancie off. But the Trick Room coming out, that's actually really good for Giant.
And
You
I
gotta
actually knew
love
that, though.
that. An
I actually had a feeling that was coming. That's why I sent out that. So this part right here, I feel kind of bad.
That's very interesting seeing the sword stance on a Hatterene, because you don't really see sword stance. So it's like, what is this Hatterene gonna do with the sword stance? Like,
Yeah.
what could it possibly do? Like, I have no idea about Hatterene's like physical pull. And then we see the Stealth Rock coming out from Giant, and your Magic Bounce just says, "Fuck you." And then you go for another sword stance. After seeing the second sword stance, something just clicked in my head. Something that we saw in past videos. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go visit the playlist. Watch Nino's battle versus, who was it? Noah. No.
Noah.
Versus Noah. You will see what I'm talking about. Giant goes for the
And you're
Thunder.
about to see it again.
You're about to see it again. Giant goes for the Thunder Wave and doesn't realize Magic Bounce will bounce that back. And it becomes paralyzed instead. The Sand Rage is on. He switches out into Hisuian Avalug and he takes the rock damage. And there you go, the secret
Yep.
Nino tech, the Baton Pass.
Baton pass.
Oh my god, look at
So, right here though, I mean, this was actually a good play. Going into Ghost, because I was, that close combat, I was going to lead with that. That started to scare me a bit. I saw the damage. I was like, alrighty. This
You're like-
could possibly be kind of bad, and that didn't, Oko. I mean, obviously it's only a 40,
Yeah,
bar, but
it's weird that you went for the shadow sneak.
I was thinking because it was Ghost, I mean, like maybe it would help out more, but then honestly, I should have just gone with the move that you're about to just see continuously go on and on and on. Anyway, the Avila goes down, out comes the evil bastard, and no, die.
Liquidation. Obviously, if Giant had like maybe Earthquake instead of Mountain Gale, that would have like hit him.
Absolutely.
We did some talk with Giant later on, and he was saying like, "Oh, I didn't know I should have coverage, but it's like having coverage is awesome." Psychic Fangs
right
comes
there.
out from this Lycanroc Dawn form, but it does nothing. Liquidation is just ripping through this entire team. Tyranitar comes out, but I don't think there's anything his team can do with a +4
Hey, guess what I
with
missed the
an
first time?
attack boost.
Back again.
This-
Ghost combat.
And unfortunately for Nino in this battle, he was not able to pick
I wish I could 6-0 sweep somebody. It's never gonna happen to me though.
up a 6 kill with this Iron Valiant. Do you know why, viewers? Give it a second.
Think a bit.
And if you guessed right, it was which turn was it? Right here. He did not kill the Avalon. The Sand did. So Nino, that was probably your biggest defeat of this match. I'm sad to say, but I'm gonna have to mark that down as your loss. You did not pick up that 6-0.
Yeah, unfortunately. So my Tinkaton still reigns as my.
Yeah, kill wise, his Iron Valiant didn't get the 6 kill, or only got 5 KOs out of 6 because the Sand is the one that defeated the Avalugg, and well, even by that regard, the Sandstorm was caused by the Tyranitar, so it's kind of like saying that, Rock of Sage's T-Tar knocked out the Avalugg.
MVP.
But I mean, you have a contender. You have lots of Pokemon within the MVP status. I believe you have like 2 or 3 within the top 10, which is great for you. I mean, you've been ripping through this, and gotta say congratulations on the win, dude.
Thank you. So it worked out a lot more better. I mean, honestly, it worked out kind of exactly as how I planned, which is kind of trippy. I feel like I saw the future a bit.
Gotta say though, like there was nothing he could do. Again, if that Avalugg had like Earthquake, this thing would have been dead, and he probably would have stood a better chance. But
Absolutely.
because that Terra Ghost was a brilliant play.
That was though. That caught me off guard. I was like, oh, I mean, do I seem like I've used a lot of fighting? I guess maybe I do.
I mean, even if fighting doesn't happen, at least like it'll be neutral against like steel or water or all that other stuff.
Yeah. I'm wondering though, like during that time, like with the Avalugg, if I had just gone with liquidation.
True.
I don't
I don't think it would have changed all too much, but like it would chance the fact that you don't die.
Because
like-
about to see right here too.
Because like you went for the liquid. Are you talking about like in this first turn where you Terra? Or
No,
turn
like
after?
because I went with the Shadow Sneak right after that.
Yeah. I think if you went with the liquidation, you would have picked up the KO right then and there.
Oh my 6-0!
Yep.
Damn you, super effective thoughts.
Because of course, liquidation is a stronger move than this Shadow Sneak,
That is
and
true,
it's
though.
like, bap, just rip through. Even though Shadow Sneak is super effective against that Ghost type, Ghost Terra Avalugg, but still, you managed to KO a bunch of Pokemon. That's bravo for you. You got another 6-0 victory, my dude.
No, it's 5-0. I accept it.
No. I mean, like, you kept all 6 of your Pokemon alive. That's a
No.
6-0.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you didn't get the 6-0 kill, but you got the 6-0 win.
I'll take it.
You'll take it. It's going
Oh,
to
yeah.
help you for sure in the standings, as you are currently, I believe, you are 3rd right now.
It's not gonna help me against you though. But that's fine because I already knew that.
I mean, you still stand a chance if I lose a battle, or, yeah, that's the only way you can beat me if I ever lose a battle within our tournament.
Alright. Years. Let's be real here. He's not gonna lose another battle.
Let's be honest, I'm not aiming to lose a battle and I will do anything to stop that. Although, looking at my last 3 last 3 chat matches, I gotta say, might be difficult.
I mean, I feel like every match is difficult because like every week everybody's learning. Getting more and more, with their tactics. I mean,
Understand.
like how we talked about, like through my loss to you, like this is, last week and this week, this is the result right here.
Yeah, you definitely pulled out no stops against your previous 2 opponents, and gotta say, dude, you are a contender for the top 4. Hands down, the only way you miss the top 4 is if you lose the rest of your matches. That is the only way you will miss top 4.
I'm going to try not to. Although, so like a little side comment, I was just thinking about, I don't know why, but I really do love that swords dance with Hatterene because it's so unorthodox.
You never see it, that's why. But again, Nino, congratulations to you. Thank you for joining me in today's video. Hopefully next time we can get Glenn when he's not streaming. But I gotta pump out these videos because they're all just sitting. They're all just sitting in my YouTube, ready to be uploaded and whatnot.
And thank you for allowing me to be here and inflating my ego. I mean, what?
Of course, anytime. I'll do anything for you, baby bitch.
Oh yeah.
But again, gamers, thank you for joining us. Don't forget to hit that follow button, click that like icon, and comment if you like it. Don't forget, if you hate Nino for using Baton Pass, click that like button.
I thought it was hating me for not going with the Beyonce off one.
That is also true.
Asked.
You know what? If you just hate Nino, just hit that like button anyways.
Tell your friends.
Yeah, tell your friends. Share this video. Anyways, later, gamers.
Alola.
What's up, everybody? It's Kaiser Axe. So bringing you another battle.
Okay, so I believe this is the last match for week 4. And yeah, it is our dragon type user versus our normal type user. You see the slacking? Yeah, Iron Valiant is busted. Welcome to the stream, brother Leon. But yeah, you see the slacking in here. Now slacking's base stat total is I think above 600, but that and Regigigas we allowed into the monotype tourney only because of their abilities. So yeah, so technically okay to use. Yeah, no worries, brother. No worries, no worries. I think this is the last match we'll be showing on replay tonight anyways, I think. Granted the next video says week 5 already, but I'm pretty sure this is the last match. Godfather of Slack. That's funny.
In the Maverick Monotype tournament, today we have Channing versus Zach. Dragon versus normal. But I don't have my co-host Glenn with me. He's busy streaming right now. Instead, we have 2 other Mavericks who you may have seen in the past or heard in the past. We got my buddy Nino.
Hello, I'm back again. I'm always honored.
Yeah, and my other buddy Chris.
Hi, thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah. So, automatically, we didn't get to see the match because they didn't have spectators on. So we gotta do a replay of it.
Yeah, that's Nino, yeah.
I mean, it feels like sometimes, that's the norm for Channing's battles, apparently.
He doesn't want to be watched.
He wants his privacy.
Yeah, the privacy of everything. But we see everything. But guys, what are your thoughts on this match? What do you think of their teams? Definitely, I'm seeing some interesting stuff already.
Absolutely. I mean, for Zach, because I've battled him, on the side before, so even though I'm fairy, his dragons still scare me to death. I see that Baxcalibur right there, which gives me some PTSD.
Yeah, that's our Nino. That's our Nino.
There's that, Archulon who's always scary. That Raging Bolt. Ugh. Dragapult. Please no.
Sounds like you are traumatized for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, considering I fought Channing before, I've seen some mons that I actually did face in my match with him, and I can see that he might try to pull off some more trickery against Zach, but we'll see how that works out for him, won't we?
Yes, definitely. One thing I'm really liking on Channing's team is definitely that slacking. It's not a Pokemon you see very often in any sort of singles format. Instead, you can probably see it in doubles, where they do the skill swap and whatnot. But very difficult in this type of format.
I'm just confused. I mean, I know we brought it before, but why does it have that base stat now? Like, why is it 600?
I mean, it's got so in our tournament,
It's
any
the ability,
Pokemon with
right?
with
Yes.
yeah, any Pokemon with a BST higher than 600 is automatically banned. However, because of Slacking's ability, even Regigigas' ability, it kind of makes them still viable to participate in the tournament. It all depends on our players and how they utilize them.
Absolutely.
I wonder if he's gonna pull off a shed tail Cyclizar maneuver this round.
I mean,
that's more than likely.
I mean,
That's
that-
normally the play.
that is what Cyclizar is known for. One thing that is confusing is why Channing wouldn't bring the Hisuian Zoroark, but I guess we'll just have to see and hope that the match is good. Shall we get into it,
You got
guys?
tired
Hold up. I see a Ditto in the corner over there. Hold on.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
a Ditto.
we won't reveal much. We'll let the the viewers see it. But I mean, I'm pretty sure. At least I know what that thing is for because I see it right on Zach's team.
I mean, Ditto,
Yeah.
Ditto copying anything will just wreck phase. So, who knows? If he gets a good switch in, it helps him. If he doesn't, he'll have to figure some way out of it. But let's hop right into this battle. Alright, Channing starts off with the Cyclizar versus the Komodo. Obvious choice for Zach as he wants to start
And
off
that's
fast.
Shed Tail exactly.
Ooh, into the Chinchino. Chinchino's interesting. And the Clanger Soul comes out.
That thing is so high. I hate that. I hate that move.
So it's going.
Oh,
Triple
oh,
axle?
triple axle.
Oh.
Ooh, oh, oh,
Oh,
oh, it's got a
that's
citrus
just
berry.
very.
Oh,
And we saw that coming.
in comes the Slacking, and that Drain Punch does a lot of damage, surprisingly.
And it's sustaining too. Like, yo.
Yeah, but this Komodo's just gonna eat up
And there it
pretty
goes.
much everything.
Yeah.
Kind of wish Channing had brought out Hisuian Zoroark, because it's like, you should know Zach's going to bring that Komodo, because why? It is
Absolutely.
fighting, and it's like, it's the one thing that can hit you really hard for stab. I mean, aside from like maybe like a Terra fighting close combat Haxorus, but like
Burn off though, at least.
the bird is nice. It
It's
does
bad.
it does give him
But
that
it's-
sustain, but it's not enough. This
Yeah, because Hawaiian, that's why.
Komodo is ranking up kills, and Flatter coming out.
Oh,
Oh,
Jeez.
confusion. That's good. That's good. Grafai.
Saves him some time.
Go, Lemur,
I
go.
honestly would have started with the Kufai, but I mean, you know how you've turned me on to loving Prankstermon, especially on Good Fight FP.
Look, Prankstermons are great and all.
why is he raising a special attack with that? He's already confused.
No, so the thing is
There
that
was no
so he
skull.
probably got healed of the confusion, so that's why he keeps doing it, but like he just wants to do as much. Probably also because the Graphite Eye is maybe not an offensive set, maybe it's a defensive set. And this Ursa Luna takes the hit, but then again,
And
it didn't have any
There it goes.
offensive boost for physical. He comes back Scalper. Icicle Spear. Blood Moon Ursa Luna coming out, Terra's ground, and that's
That's
No.
what's in.
That's-
That is not a good. That was not good.
oh boy, that's a dead Ursaluna, and in comes the Ditto. I feel like he should have brought this Ditto in way earlier.
Maybe he should have just
Yeah.
shed tailed into the Ditto. Maybe would have been a better idea. Maybe. Perhaps?
I think if I remember correctly, yeah, the Cyclizar.
Jesus.
Yeah, Cyclizar went
that's
second. No, Cyclizar went first.
It started.
So
and
he-
then it started with the
he
shed tail.
really-
Or the shit
So it's
tail.
actually, I think it actually would have been better if Channing brought the Ditto in after the Chinchino dies, because
Yeah.
Ditto will copy whatever stat boost that Pokemon has, so that actually would have helped him. Plus, knowing most Dittos are Choice Scarf, so
They always
he
are.
could have killed this thing way far in advance.
Yeah, that's very true. He could have done that. He would have taken out the Kamal, stopping him from getting more kills, and then if he had to, he could always switch it out again so that when the Ditto comes back in, it would just use its ability again. So, yeah, I mean, Junichiro Channing could be doing a lot better, honestly, but he's been doing a lot of things where he's just like, it's like he's live testing his theory crafting, which I know he already tests behind the scenes, or at least before the matches start up, so it's kind of lame. Not lame, it kind of sucks that he's trying to do that here, and I don't know. It's kind of hard, because I know this guy can be a good battler from what I hear, so it's like, I don't know. I'm not sure here. I think he also could have brought like his Meloetta here too, because Meloetta is also viable as a normal type. and I think it's normal psychic, right? So it could have done a lot of damage to this Komodo too, I think. Yeah, he was a little late on the Ditto switch in. Yeah, know what he was doing. We all don't know what he was doing at the time.
Ah,
Yeah, I mean, just from the overlook of it, it's a little bit of maybe overthinking combined with, like how I said, like, maybe some bad choices in switching in the next mon after a previous one fainted. But I don't mean, again, I feel like maybe he should have just started with like a fire. But Shed Tail is always a good start too. Honestly, it's
yeah, I still think maybe he should have also brought the Hisuian Zoroark, because this thing has just been drain punching him. Being a normal type, you
Yeah.
only have one weakness, which is going to be fighting, and Hisuian Zoroark is immune to fighting,
yep. And it says no. It
right?
says no.
Yeah.
Granted, some of his Pokemon, Chinese Pokemon, did tank the Drain Punch, but I guess it didn't amount to much, especially with all those stat boost increase on the
Well,
wall
yeah.
side.
Well, the Grafai
That
has
and the
also
fact that
been
the Drain
lowering.
Punch-
Yeah, the Grafai has also been lowering it thanks to the parting shot. So that's why you don't see any physical attack boost. It still retains that special, but I don't think Zach is running any sort of special attacks on this Komodo.
Yeah,
Although-
absolutely. And like I was
although
saying
that
earlier, like the
bulk-
Drain Punch it's just sustaining him all the way through. Like,
Yeah. Like if he had the Hisuian Zoroark, he could have Shed Tail right into it, and then knowing Zach, he would have gone for the Drain Punch, and it's like, oh, I'm immune. Guess what? Now I get a free attack on you.
guess what? Hi, I'm a ghosty ghost.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm an
It
illusion.
kind of looks like throughout the entire battle, Channing just used up his entirety of kit just to take out one Mon. that point.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of like that part right there. I'm just kind of confused. I'm like, maybe it's because he figured like, oh, it's over already, and then ground terror. But it's
I wouldn't have terrored at that
Yeah.
point.
But I
would've
think
left it.
I don't think Terra works if you're transformed. That's the thing.
no, I was talking about the Blood Moon
the
Ursaluna.
Ursaluna.
Oh no, so that's probably
ground.
why he did it, and maybe his other terrors on his Elder Mons weren't as effective. I think if the Chinchino maybe had like Ice Terror, maybe that triple axle would have done a lot more than it
No,
that did.
absolutely.
It probably
Oh,
could have
yeah.
picked up the KO even after Citrus Berry. But
It
still.
only did hit because it up to 3, but some can miss. I believe is that how triple axle works?
Yes, it
I mean, it is
has.
triple
I
right
think
now.
it's 90 accuracy, so it can miss. But with each hit, the triple axle will get stronger. So I think it actually could have killed right there.
Remember, so I
sad.
think was it Chinchino's ability is
Technician. It gets skill link and technician.
I think
Technician
Skill
will.
Link helps with the.
So skill link will get you all the max hits, but you still have to like hit the first one.
Right.
Whereas with the technician, because of how triple axle work, it keeps building up, but the power won't exceed over 60. So and for technician, any base power move 60 and below will get boosted. I believe it goes 20, then 40, then 60.
Probably maybe running like a wide lens on there too, just for that accuracy, or
Yeah, it's possible. Although I think with the loaded dice, I think if I read correctly, loaded dice when you use attacks like population bomb or even triple axle, it's just gonna roll the accuracy once and then it's just gonna go blah blah blah. Yeah. Unfortunately, we don't have our players in to do interviews, but hopefully next time we can get them in. Well, get Zach
At least one of
and
them.
Channing won't be in here, but I will forever have a recording of his lovely voice doing our interview.
unfortunately we can't. You the audience can't hear, unfortunately, because
He said he'll never
Neat.
join another tournament if he hears his
because he's a
voice.
jerk,
Yeah, we just want to share the love of that man,
right?
right?
He's shy. Okay.
That's garbage. But yeah, this battle could have gone definitely different if Channing had better choice of Pokemon and possibly the actual opportunity to switch in this Ditto. This
I've
Ditto.
been cheating to see Zach's other Pokemon and see how they perform, but I guess we're not going to find out now from this batch.
We can pretty much guess how they're all gonna perform. That Raging Bolt's probably a Calm Mind set. That Archelodon's probably got Body Press, and that Haxorus is probably Bandit or Scarf. But yeah, that's for another
Maybe not.
video.
Yeah.
We'll see that later. But guys, any closing remarks before we head off?
I'm terrified of those dragons. Life
Well,
advantage means nothing.
well, as Thanos said, all that for a drop of blood. Sorry, Channing.
Better luck next time, Channing. And to Zach, congratulations to you. You are now, I believe it is 3-1. Yes, this is week 4. 3-1. Congratulations to you. But Nino, you're gonna have your match with him in week 6. I'm gonna have my match with him in week 7. Chris, luckily you're already done with Zach, so you don't have to face that. But you do have to face Channing, so he might bring some weird things for you.
No, I faced Channing already.
Oh, right. Shit.
Yeah, I'm done with both of them.
Well,
You know
looks
who he's
like
not done with?
he's not
You.
done with me, but that's for
You.
week 6. To anyone watching, we'd like to thank you very much. Don't forget to hit that follow, that like, and comment if you did enjoy the video. We'll bring more to you next time. And guys, thank you again for joining me.
Absolutely.
Yep. Anytime.
Alrighty, gamers. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Hello.
Hey.
What's up?
Yep, so that leads on to week 5, and I think we'll stop here. We'll do the next stream, week 5 and 6. But yeah, so that was the battles for weeks 3 and 4 for our Maverick Monotype tournament. Once again, please subscribe to Kaiser Axel. He has all the videos posted already and uploaded onto his channel. So if you do want to get ahead of it, instead of watching it on stream with me, you can check out his channel and check out the videos there. You also get a chance to watch our draft league as well. That's still ongoing. And yeah, just make sure you guys hit that subscribe button for him too. No worries, brother Leon. It's fine. It's fine. Just go ahead and subscribe, because like I said, you guys do get this. You guys would be able to see like the matches after this already without watching with me live. Unless you want to watch it with me live, then that's all good too. But you guys also do get to watch the draft leagues that we're in as well. So oh yeah, that's probably true though, bro. Probably subscribe too. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me tonight. Oh damn, we went for 2.5 hours tonight. Oh, let's go. I am kind of tired. Actually, I'm not used to streaming a lot anymore because I've only been streaming like once a week so far at most, if anything. So, but yeah, for anybody that's in here, thank you again for joining me on today's stream. Next stream will be weeks 5 and 6. I don't know when that stream might be. May stream tomorrow, but not a guarantee. Otherwise, it will be next week Friday once again. And yeah, so guys, yeah, like I said, don't forget to subscribe to Kaiser Axel's page, and I will catch you guys in the next stream. And don't forget to have a good rest of your day or night, wherever you're from, and always have a damn good game. All right, good night, everybody. Good night.